Alright, hello, welcome in, stargazers. How is everybody doing today? Hello. Hello, Zangetsu, hello, Janu, hello, Sim Zero, hello, Johnny Virgil, hello, MG, hello, Weston Fox, hello, hello, Sako, hello, Eritane, hello, Babylon, hello, Dark Turtle Knight, hello, Lilith. Oh man, some of you guys I'm sure have different names than your other YouTube name. This is gonna take some adjusting too. But hello, Kisakai, hello, Eritane, hello, Bloodsuli, hello, Thubethebra. Welcome in. Hello, KLMX. I was not late. I was on the dot. I was not late at all. Your ats again. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't understand it. It's not my favorite thing. I wish that... It doesn't make any sense, right? Because, like, if they're doing that, then why have channel names, right? The whole thing is so dumb. You were not here talking to us at 14 o'clock? I never do. Gonna be on and off? Okay, no worries. All good. You're sick? I'm sorry to hear that, Lilith. I hope you feel better soon. I'm not always late. No, if the 5-minute intro is more than fine, they're 3 minutes. I have a 3-minute intro, which is like the minimum that most people have. The absolute minimum. Just enough for people to be able to take their seats. Just enough for people to be able to get a snack, get water, get whatever they need. 3 minutes. That's how long my intros are, guys. 3 minutes. Goodness, you guys are crazy. You know what is the most downloaded mod to any game? Skip intro. Well, this here is not a game. You can't skip the intro because I'm allowing people to get ready. It gives people a little bit of intermission time where they can do what they need to. Ironically, it is more like a theater. Skip, please. You can skip the intro by breaking the timeline hard enough? Oh my gosh. You are crazy. JDYT, hello, welcome in. Hello, Cerulean. Someone did mod a coat and cat onto you, though? Live theater. Just wait fast next time, noted. I mean, we sewed the coat. Just need to do enough time manipulation while forcing shinies to spawn. Eventually I can fold the 3 minutes of your intro in on itself to remove it. The heck does that even mean? I can't even follow your train of thought there. After you got a new phone, you got more ads? Wait, that's a weird theory. Wait, that still doesn't make sense, because Daho has the oldest phone. I don't understand it. Did you make the cat yourself, or did you commission it? Miss Christine is all my own work here. Congrats on getting Jessica Alter Sat Cat Plus. And I didn't realize that she was going to be thrown into Stream Squad. That was a surprise to me. I did not expect that. If you shatter time hard enough, you can shatter my intro sequence. Okay, sure. Very cute, Neko. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I wanted to be able to add more, but I've not figured out everything. Dao is the oldest phone. Old Dao or an oldest crystal foam ball. Wait, what? Oh wait, What Dao is me? Wait, what? No, no, Eritane, I'm just saying, like, in general. Very regal looking on your shoulders. Thank you. Con, hello, welcome in. Alright. I think it is time where we jump in here and get the show on the road. What do you think? All right. I'm going to pause this, continue this. Alright. Hello, Suzerain. Also, let me know how the audio balance is, because I had to do something that I think messed with our previous audio levels, so please let me know if I need to adjust anything. I think something went strange, so just let me know if I need to change anything. Please, please, please. Will you animate the Kato? So the Kato actually is not a, is not PNG. She is a little bit animated, just not as much as me. My main thing is I just really wanted to get her to blink, but I couldn't do it in time. The game's a bit loud? Okay. It's really hard for me to tell, because I don't remember where this was at before. I think it was here? I don't know, I'm sort of... Why is it peaking? It shouldn't be peaking. I don't think I changed anything. Try moving this a little down. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this better? This feels higher. This feels like it shouldn't be as high. Something got messed up. Kind of blink would be nice. Maybe some tail wag, moving ears. The ears at least are like moving in the right direction. You just can't really tell. No peaks on your end? Okay. I'm visually seeing it, so it's like really testing. It's very hard for me to tell. I don't want to mess with it because, okay, there. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Tragodia doing Tragodia things to your set. Hi, Suzerain, I know. Is it all good? Is it all good? Yeah, I'm noticing it going into the red, and it's not supposed to. So I don't really know why. Testing. The audio's okay though. For you guys, it's okay? Just want to test and make sure ahead of time. Sounds good? Okay. Really, Rob Joe, hello. Okie doke. In that case, we shall go on. On with the show. You're a little louder than usual, but don't sound super picky. Okay, let me just change one last thing here. Maybe this is like one level off. It's so hard to tell. I have you at around 12 instead of 20. That sounds like a lot. That's a bit quieter? Okay. Are we good? Testing. Okie doke. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure things are right, because... Okay, I made a cool transition effect, but in order to do it, it messed with all my audio sources. So, yeah, that's what happened. Okay. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Alright. Lucian, my blood diamond, my child, take the stage with me. Bow for the curtain call, and let us live a new life together. Alright. Let's end this. My deepest apologies for ruining the play. If you're referring to how you dealt with that Moira girl, then you owe me no apologies, Lucian. With your intellect, I can only assume you figured out the original ending of the story. An old case from 5 years ago, and a catastrophe that arrives right on cue. Both the storm and the delayed judgment rain down on this plate. Zalek, who once stood outside the story, slowly walks to the center of the stage and kill all those burdened with sin. Later, she comes to realize that everything she's done has been driven by delusion. She awakens, hollowed out, broken, and judges the last remaining soul. Herself. And you? In the script, you are the messenger who happens to pass through, the insignificant newcomer to the cast. You are so far removed from the core conflict, yet in the end, you become the one who ties all the threads together. The more unexpected the coincidence, the more shocking it is when the inevitable unfolds. This is the allure of drama, something you and I have experienced countless times. So you haven't ruined a thing. You've merely added to the performance. Just like what you've done for the troupe. I've suffered all manner of tragedy in my quest to find you. Naturally. The troupe's mark at the auction was insufficient proof of my existence, I suppose. Thankfully. After all these years, death, or rather destruction, remains the plot device you wield so well, the ending you so cherish. Child, oh child, how I wish you could appreciate its beauty. Do I? I wouldn't say I appreciate it, but I am very familiar with it. I've acted in so many plays. I've killed so many people. My hands are drenched with blood. That is the education and training I received in my childhood. The life you instilled in me. You are my best student, Lucian. Before the climactic finale arrives, let us review the performance so far. You and I know this routine all too well. The troop leader smiles and bows toward Lucian. His scepter, wrapped by his tail, points toward the approaching catastrophe clouds, like a pen dipped in ink. A familiar scene unfolds before Lucian's eyes. He knows he can't refuse. No, this is what he came for. Lucian gives a slight nod. First, we have Dalton. Originally, this middle-aged actor who resembled nothing more than a walking corpse didn't feel this scene was all that significant. He offered up what little lucidity he could muster, summoned the last dregs of his acting instincts, recited his few remaining lines, and held out until the director called cut. All to earn just enough for another night of drinking. He has never mourned the actress who died because of him, nor reminisced about his once spirited past. He was not even ashamed of his current sorry state. You manipulated him. Indeed, without my intervention, he would have never taken it upon himself to retrieve the swapped knife and deliver it to you. But I never commanded him to put his chest up to the blade. By the time you were acting opposite him, he was already fully awake, fully aware of the danger he was in. Lucian, your talent shines just as brightly in film as it did on the stage. Your performance awakened his memories, reminding him of how great an actor he once was, of a time where he was immersed in his roles, expressing real emotions, joy, sorrow, fury, and mirth. In that moment, the messenger slipped fully into character, while the looming threat of financial ruin warped Sir DuPont's thoughts. He had to cover up the truth. He had to do whatever it took to kill the person before him, without pausing to think that his own blade might be turned on him. You were right there with him. You know better than anyone just how intense his fear and anger were in that moment. As a farewell performance, it was nearly perfect. Indeed, death's imminent approach did not frighten him. Instead, it ignited his competitive fire, which had long been dulled by drink. He performed with unrestrained zeal. It was exhilarating. Then there was Michael and Marion. The philandering actor and the shrewd costume designer were found hanging above their own set, their farcical romance laid bare for all to see. Their union was both shameful and absurd, a mess of indulgent desire, scheming ambition, mutual disdain, and mutual exploitation. There wasn't a trace of anything real about them, inside or out. That Michael, even his ears and tail were fake. Their deaths served no purpose, save for giving that camera assistant a juicy bit of gossip to peddle. But you, Lucian, you were at the scene. Even the cat could taste the lingering emotions left behind. When Moira knocked on that door, when the footsteps of death drew near, in that fleeting moment when there was no time to think, I'm sure you know what each of them did. Tear stains. What a fascinating detail! Tear stains lingered in the corners of his eyes. None of the three Rockefeller brothers had ever shown Lady DuPont such heartfelt emotion. That fireman's axe was originally meant for Marion. Yet Michael shielded her from harm, exposing himself to the blade instead. In the last moments of their lives, that man and that woman, who up to that point had been attacking each other, instinctively protected each other. They confirmed their true feelings for one another. Although this by itself is not worthy of praise. You're correct, my child. However, the audience has already taken their seats. What did they expect to see in this illusion of light and sound? Ultimately, the schemers will end up with nothing while the hedonists are devoured by their own desires, yes? Naturally. It's the neatest kind of story. Just an excuse to trot out well-worn platitudes. They would never imagine that a flawed, unworthy love could still be real and still turn heads. Just as those two never imagined there would be a moment when they grew feelings for each other. Made possible by death. Made possible by death. And then, of course, there was Moira, the one I had the highest hopes for, before you showed up. Moira rebuilt her faith through another's death. Every detail about Laura was etched into her mind. Her name, her eating habits, her unmistakable smile, her extraordinary life, her violent end, and the killers who still hadn't been brought to justice. Grief, anger, doubt, hatred. Every emotion that rose within her set fire to a buried past and to herself. She directed this entire performance. Why do you insist on downplaying your own role in all of this? It was you who inserted that ad-libbing, forcing a past that did not originally exist into her mind, bringing Laura into her life. Yes, and what of it? Look at her. She is dancing. You were her dance partner back then. You must have felt it. She isn't like the children from the Crimson Troop, who had been receiving White Flower's training since they were young. But when you look at her dancing, her physique, her tears, her smile, she is acting out a version of life, or perhaps crafting a kind of truth, or perhaps she no longer has any constraints and can be whoever she wants to be. She will dance through countless people's lives, dithyram and ending, until her mind and body can no longer bear the weight of those emotions. Or maybe she will finally encounter you, or some other fool seeking the truth, and one night finally awaken from her dream and end her own life. Regardless of her ultimate fate, her soul will be rich and fulfilled. Regardless of her ultimate fate, she is already no longer just a nameless prop maker from the frontier, no longer a Zalek with nothing and no one to hold on to. You're as talkative as ever, troop leader. It's been a long time since you've spoken about someone with such passion. Not since you, Lucian. I don't deny that I've exerted my influence on Moira. I encouraged her, just as I once encouraged you. My child, have you forgotten? If not for your thirst to perform, you would have died long ago. When that catastrophe drove you from your home, when you lost your parents, when you found yourself adrift in that towering castle amongst strangers, you said, "Only when I'm in character, on the stage, that's the only time my loneliness disappears. The only time I feel like I belong." You clung to that feeling, and it kept you alive. You and Moira, you're both natural-born actors. You both create sorrow and joy from nothing, and use those emotions to survive. No one can ignore your brilliance. And for both of you, my two children, death shall be your teacher. Do you still remember when you hit that wall in your development? When you could not draw inspiration from anything and were unable to power your performance? That was when you thrust that originium into your throat without hesitation. Then you felt the grip of death, of your inescapable fate. It gave you fear, jealousy, sorrow, anger, shame, and greed. Emotions once foreign to you, and after witnessing all these things, your heart has become a mirror. It fueled your desire to dismantle authority, your thirst for destruction. It gave you an endless night and a song that never ceases. It turned the unassuming Lucian into a gleaming blood diamond. Blood diamond. My eternal moniker. Think of Dalton, child. Think of Michael and Marion. Think of Laura and Moira. Look at all these souls still struggling through the catastrophe, and look at yourself. You're right. Death is still the device I wield best, and the ending I've always favored. But I do not see death as destruction. It drives the mighty to disgrace themselves, the devoted to break their commandments, the pure to sink into filth, and the heroic to commit treachery. It gives strength to the dejected, compels the silent to shout their ideals, and draws real emotion from the self-absorbed and frees the timid from their inhibitions. It shows climbers the next foothold, and gives the far-sighted the courage to leap. It turns self-proclaimed beacons into the real thing. It sows meaning and waters flaws. It cultivates truth and fertilizes falsehoods. It turns dying flesh into blooming flowers and engraves what would fade without a trace. It is agony without relief, and overflowing inspiration. It is drama's cause and consequence. It is flesh and its soul, the great force behind creation, the law and tether that binds every ideology, every style, every exploration. It is the appointed end, where all things return to dust. The troop leader turns to Lucian, that same smile lingering on his lips. The wind and sand howl around them, but he remains unfazed. Child, death is also our chance to reunite. What a shame. Quite a monologue, yet such little applause. Because I am the only one standing across from you, and the only one who ever could. Noise sounds out from all directions, and Lucian listens intently. The catastrophe rages. Miss Christine lets out a low howl, something she would normally never do. Their newly acquainted companions scatter in panic, crying out for help in vain. As the troop leader said, death is unfolding on stage. What began with a few intense scenes has now taken over the entire production. You say death is our chance to reunite. I completely agree. So I won't waste this opportunity. If I may, I'd like to share a few thoughts of my own, now that you've finished your analysis. After all, both you and I know this routine by heart. The storm snaps off part of the scaffold, sending a shower of sparks. A nearby rug catches fire, and the flames leap dangerously close to Lucian's side. But he does not even flinch. He stares intently at the person standing before him and removes his hat. All this time, ever since you reappeared, you haven't even mentioned the many times I've betrayed you. Why? Because that is unimportant. Because you are still you, child. Getting lost in madness, then returning to clarity. Leaving only to later return. And after all the trials and tribulations, a hard-won reunion is all the more precious. In the end, time can forgive all grievances. Is that so? I used to think the Crimson Troop was your quill, your canvas, and your trap. I thought that in this chaotic world, your audiences sought solace in your performances. I thought you were omnipresent and that no one could escape your grasp. Which is why the plan that I, Shalem, and the playwright came up with failed. Back then, I was young, naive, and full of pride. We believed we had seen the troop for what it really was. But our carefully planned escape turned out to be just another act in your grand play. In the end, Shalem fled from you in fear, while I came to you. You returned to my side. That was the moment when you decided to learn all of my techniques. You resolved to learn everything you could about the troop, then use that information to destroy it. Your plan was to use death to stop death, and to use destruction to stop destruction. White Flower, Blade Dance, Shadow. The teachers you once learned from all died by your hands. As did I. I remember my voice, wild and cracking with rage, and the sudden warmth that surged from your chest the moment the blade went in. I thought I had destroyed the Crimson Troop for good. And despite all that, I still failed. You didn't die. Because death is ever present, and drama is eternal. Eternal, yes. But after that, I devoted even more time to studying all your greatest works, including myself. I wore down your eternity, as any slow-witted disciple might. And at last I've arrived, once more stepping into your proud creation. A theater of death, of tragedy, of art. Now, at last, the catastrophe has finished setting our final stage. Troop leader, my dear teacher, or perhaps I should call you Tragodia. I am going to destroy everything that is yours. Lucian unfastens the inhibitor at his throat. The exposed originium crystals gleam as if already rejoicing at the song to come. He offers the troop leader a deep bow as the clouds behind him come crashing down. All right. Take a bow. All right. Let's see what we have. Okay. Okay, all right. Let's see, we've got... I'm trying to think. We've got all these umbrellas causing issues. We can't even get one light up here, so... We've started with 24. In that case, let's have... Alright, basic for now. Let's have Kanto behind, Vulpes in front for the moment. And then we'll have Elysium taking one of those cameras.
Before checking what methods the other side might use, each of you
if it's possible.
yourselves.
There we go. There we go. Alright. You should be good. I'll wait for the other one to come just so we're not wasting. Okay. There we go. Tragodia. Death is ever present and drama is eternal. Okay. Noted. Let's see. It's gonna be some. Let me think. Let's have Lapland get rid of all of these right now. And let's have Tlopsis. I think. Yeah, we'll have Tlopsis there, and then... Oh, shoot, I don't want to... Okay. I don't want to move the camera by accident, that's my issue. I don't want to move the camera. Alright, let me think. Alright, let's have Reed here so that she's covering Vulpes. Shoot, wait, why'd the camera just go off? What did I just... Okay, wait. There's not an umbrella here. Why did the camera go off? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Okay, stage lights on Tragodia. Stage lights on Tragodia. Ugh, okay. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Okay, What am I gonna- what is it gonna take to- I see. Okay, I see the problem now. This is not good, and I'm gonna have to deal with the stage light whether I want to or not because everyone's going to go down if I'm not careful. Let me think. Shoot. Is it AoE? It's probably AoE. Let's get Saria here. Let's get Elysium to slow these guys down. Let's get... Please... Do you focus? Is that the deal? Do you focus on others? I guess that's the deal. Okay, in that case, let's... Shoot. It's because of distance. Okay, it's because of distance. You're getting scarily close. This is only going to affect... Oh, the position's bad for healers, and I'm sure that's done intentionally. Shoot, this is where I need blessing. Okay. The problem is layout. I see that the issue here is layout mainly. Okay, let's just worry about the lights later, I guess. No. Shoot. I'm just gonna have to learn from this one, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's bad. This is all very bad. It's all very bad indeed. Alright, let's get... Goodbye here. Can I... Shoot. I don't know what to do. Alright, this is not good. I know this is probably easy for you guys, but I'm still trying to figure out the basics here. Let's maybe distract you with Pajumka? I'm not really sure. Never mind! Okay, I still haven't learned enough, clearly.
I'm listening.
And all the lights are out, so that's bad. Great. Great, everyone's down. This is not gonna work. Okay, great. I don't know how to set this up yet, clearly. I don't know how to... Oh, jeez. Oh, this needs to be... Great. Okay, that was dumb. Oh! This positioning is terrible. I don't know how to deal with the positioning, and everyone's already down. Okay. Can I distract you? I don't even know what to do. Maybe if I have... I don't know. Alright. We need you to be in the light? I don't even know. What happens when you're in the light? No. She won't even be able to reach. So that's not gonna help either. Why do you keep doing this? Why are the... Where... Light's not even on you, so... Oh, no, No, it's just that U's down. Okay, that's not great. There's nothing we can do about that because can't... Okay, Reed is back up, but... I mean, I guess we can have Reed now, because... Alright, Saria's almost up. Let's get... We just need to quickly get enough DP. Need to see if Reed can help here, I guess. I don't want to...
No matter what trouble we're in, I'll face it together.
It's gonna go through fast. Okay. Never mind. Really? Okay. I don't know how this... I can't figure the stage out yet.
What is it?
Alright, that's definitely a leak. Which way do you go? You're going from here. Okay, I'm guessing you just make a zigzag, which means that everyone's kind of in trouble. Awesome. Great. This is not great. I don't know what... I'm guessing you can only... Okay, you know what? Nope, that's not gonna work either. You know what? Anything's better than nothing, right? I don't even... Let's just try to get... Nope, that's gonna... Shoot.
I'm prepared to fight.
That's gonna... What is causing this? The problem is I just don't know what's causing anything. Okay. I'm guessing you can't even be harmed. Okay. Something is up. And I'd like to try to figure it out. I don't know what it is, but this clearly isn't going to make a difference, so let's just work on this for DP. And let's just... I don't even know. I'm not good at figuring out the position of the cameras either, clearly. Alright, is that gonna even be... I don't even know anymore. Can we just use distraction fodder? I'm just trying to use this to learn from the stage. I know you guys said that this is apparently easy, but you know what? I'm just trying to learn from the first point onward. And it's not easy enough to me. So, oh well. Jeez, I don't want to bring back Suzerain. I know she's gonna be one shot.
Focus on fighting. Just leave
Okay, you have an AO. Awesome. How the heck am I supposed to even hit you? Let's just try to get everybody up. Never mind. What is your situation? That's gonna probably be, I don't know, how much... What is the deal with your damage? What if I did this? Nope. I just want to try to figure out what your situation is. If I can just learn from it. If I can just learn what your gimmicks are. Obviously this is not gonna work, but I just want to try to figure it out. And now the camera's not even working. Am I going crazy? Why is it... Okay. What is the deal with the camera? There's definitely some situation to the camera. And we're not gonna be able to get enough DP to get anyone back up here. Maybe nope, never mind. Maybe Elysium. That's gonna be a one-shot on Elysium, so that's probably it. I don't think we've got this. And I don't think you're gonna go around again, are you? I mean, I could throw you down and I could hope for a Hail Mary, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. You know what? Try to the end, right? I suppose, try to the end, even though this is clearly not going to be the answer, but you know what? Why not? Let's just attempt. Let's just see. Maybe we could actually see whatever the second stage is that's going to cause all of our issues. Or, never mind. Maybe that doesn't happen. I don't know. You know what? I'm just kind of trying to learn from the situation. Is the only thing I can do. So, no, we're probably not even going to get to the second phase. But you know what? Why not? What? Okay. What is your... Never mind. Okay. That's not gonna work. Nope. Alright. Can I figure... You have AoE. What is your situation? Okay. Alright.
Bravo. Now I want to crush them that much harder.
Time to read boss. I want to try to figure it out on my own if it's meant to be a puzzle. Huh. Alright, I'm trying to think. This one you probably have to read. Really? Ugh. Okay. Everyone else said that this was so easy. She could maybe do it in one shot. It's so easy. So I have to ask, was it easy because you guys just have, like, max level, or was it easy because you were able to figure out whatever the gimmick is? You'll probably never figure it out on your own. I wouldn't say have to read, but there's context clues in the story? What? Someone did it 3-star only. You know what? People can probably do Tallulah 3-star only. I get it. You know what? Everyone can do something 3-star only. That's not really... Okay, cool? Played the event so we know which operators are needed. I mean, I understand that, but... That's what I'm asking. Like, did people brute force it, or did they figure this out? Alright. I'm gonna attempt it. I'm gonna attempt it one more time. Wait, did I? Okay. Let's just... 3-star only completely disregards them spending years using the squad and knowing it in and out. Yeah, I don't really, like... I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get impressed when people say 3-star only, because I'm like, okay, cool. So a veteran can also beat Elden Ring with nothing but a stick and some logs. Wonderful. I was able to beat him without realizing what the mechanics were, but he's definitely brute forceable, but he's a lot easier if you read or figure out his mechanics. Alright, I want to see if I can learn it. Like, I want to see if I can understand it without just being told directly. Let's just give it one more shot. Let's just give it one more shot.
Direct memory access for application.
And it's interesting, because his own... Okay.
Please stand by.
He's going to come from the side. He's going to knock out all the lights. Maybe he can only knock out one at a time. Okay. I think. The thing is, like, I'm sure that they intend that the layout is brutally unfair. I'm sure that's intentional. Let me just think. Alright, let's get... I think the thing is I just don't know where to have the camera positioned yet, and... Alright, let's just try with Elysium and Vulpes. And then let's have... Let's see if Suzerain can help get rid of some of these. Or maybe it should be Reed? Reed is kind of needed as an emergency healer, but I can't have her facing the opposite direction. And I'm realizing that these lights are not moving. I just thought they were because that's where Tragodia was when he was here. Yeah, the positions are not great for this. Reed won't be able to reach. She can only reach up to here. Oh, jeez. Well, next time, let me just have the operators further ahead. Duh! That was stupid. That should have been obvious. Then she'd actually be able to reach them to heal them. Ugh, okay. I'm just going to use her so that we can try to study what happens in regards to how the lights end up getting turned off. Death is ever present and drama is eternal. Okay. Alright. Let's have Vulpes get rid of these guys quickly. And the lamps, that'd be great. Then let's have... Let me think. We're gonna go from both sides, okay? I feel like I'm gonna have to mess with moving the lights. I'm probably gonna end up needing fast redeploys. I just can't figure out what the... I can't... I'm guessing they're... Alright, if this whole thing is a performance, then my guess... Of course. Can't have anyone while there's still a lamp. Okay. I see the issue. I see the issue. Have to get rid of the lamp first so that you can have people there. So if Reed can... And how did you end up losing all your health? Why did that happen? Alright, I can't use your skill now because... No, Vulpes is still handling it. So let's get some DP from this. Let's try to get rid of this lamp. What? Okay, what is it that you do? You're... Okay, AoE. Understood. Let's interrupt with Saria. Just so that it doesn't go down so quickly. Alright. Let's just get everyone down. And Saria already went down. Why did Saria already... Okay, I know it was him, but... What did he do? stupid lamp is almost... Okay. This is not good. Let's get... Alright. We definitely don't have the DP for this, but let's just see if we can figure something out. What is the deal? I wish everybody was just closer. If I have Lapland here, what is the deal with the... Alright, let's just have everyone on skill. And let's get Kanta to shine a light on you, because something obviously is going to be applicable to this situation. Just don't know what it is. Alright, let's get Lajumka here. Where's this line? I can't even tell, but you know what? Fine. Let's just see if we can get anything from here.
With pleasure, for a life of peace.
Okay. Why? The problem is I can't really tell what you're doing. Okay, you know what? Let's have... Nope, everyone's ranged now, so that's not helpful.
Target marked.
I can't even tell if you're still in the range or not. But you know what?
Hold oil into a hot
Let's just get this and slow you down. That was... Okay, no, Lapland's up, that's fine. Let's just see if we can get any extra going. Lapland's almost on skill. You is handling, except we don't have any healers, so let's get Honeyberry here.
treatment target sighted.
I don't want to have Suzerain in the darkness. That's probably a bad idea.
I've got a way to treat you.
Okay, we've got... Shoot. Alright, we've got Sarah here once Elysium can't handle it anymore. Or, actually, wait. No, is you still there? You is still there, but we... Alright, let's... Oh, man. Alright, can Suzerain at least distract him a tiny bit? Can Vulpes distract him? I'm gonna have to be careful on DP. Okay. Reed unfortunately can't reach that. Oh, okay. That's irritating. If Suzerain can at least... Alright, if Vulpes is on skill, then maybe we'll have enough? I can't tell. I can't tell. It's really hard to tell. Everyone is going down. Can I distract here? There we go. Let's at least try distraction. Alright, if Suzerain can heal and stop... That's not good. Are you specifically attacking people? No, that's just last deploy. Alright. Maybe you can do it one more time?
Quickly. Time to swallow, huh? Try to behave yourself next time.
Oh, I'm sure you have a second stage, don't you? Yep, you do. Great. Oh, okay. I see the problem. Now we have these guys again. Great. Great. Now we have these guys again. Great. Oh, lovely. Okay. Let me think what would make sense. Well, Reed can't exactly hit anything else except the VHS tape, so let's go for it. Just in case, because I don't want to cause any more issues. Alright, Trigodia, what are you doing now? Lovely. Stop it! Do you have the ability to be hit yet, or are you... Nope, you have... Nope, you have invincibility. Great. Jeez. It's not good. I don't know how to focus on you. I don't know how to focus on this. This is not good. Alright. There's nothing I can do about this. Reed just has to be on skill. Okay, you're back, you're out, and can attack you at least.
This is the position, right?
And can I try to make sure that I can heal everyone? Jeez. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just, honestly, I want to be able... Okay, great. These things are going to be problems. So, let's try to have Lapland here in case we need to. Maybe Kanta should be? I don't know. No, Lapland probably would have made a better choice. You know what? No, it's fine. I just need to get rid of these guys. I just have to learn from this. I just have to learn from this. Yu is back on skill.
Patience, friend.
And all the lights are out. Why? Oh, shoot. Alright, no. Can we? Ah! What is happening with these lights? I can't follow what the lights are doing. Oh, that's gonna hit. I don't have enough TP for this. Oh, great. Great. Nope, that's it. That's it. That's game. That's game. I don't have enough situations to deal with this. I don't have enough DP. I don't have enough DP for this. I don't have enough. Okay, you know what? Reads on skill. I don't know if I should use a DP for a healer or someone to. Nope, I need you to stay alive, literally. Please get rid of this thing. This is gonna hit way too fast. I don't want this to hit so fast. Can we at least get Kanta to block this guy? Can we have any, and the lights are off again. Why did the lights turn off? Wait a minute. Let's try for this. Nope, that didn't do anything. Great. Oh, jeez. I can't tell what the gimmick is. Ugh. We were close. We were close. I just don't have the DP for it, but we were close. We were very close. I appreciate it, Chobai. I appreciate you trying to help here. Let's... Alright, let's... I don't know which way to aim this. I just have to... I don't know which way you're going. It's not gonna do anything with the light. Do I even have to... I don't know what to do. I can't tell if he's within the line or not. I guess he is. Okay, I suppose he is. And that's gonna... Lovely! One shot. Okay, didn't know you could one shot. And that's it, because we can't get rid of this guy. I don't think Elysium is gonna be able to do it, but you want to try? I don't know. Can I just at least keep Reed working? Wait a minute! Oh! These things have... I see. These things have enemy... Okay, wait, I see what was on the camera now. Alright. Dang. I feel like we were actually kind of close. Get some painkillers for Reed, her back must be hurting. Wait, I see. Okay. He shuts off the lights, and then you have to attack the lights as if they're the same as the lamps to get control of them again, right? Is that the gimmick? Alright. Okay, I see it now. I see the issue. Oh, like Tallulah's flowers. Okay. Alright, he turns off the lights and then you have to attack them again to turn them back on. Ah, I see. See, that's why I was saying I don't want to just read the boss info. I knew there was a way to figure it out. Alright. And if you don't, they explode. Oh, it's literally just like the flowers. I see. Okay, so we've got to deal with the lights that explode, and then we've got to deal with the tapes that explode. That's why the medics are dying. I see. He does other stuff too? Well, I know he has AoE. I could tell he had AoE, and I could tell that he had, He was also doing, necrosis damage. I noticed that. You also gotta deal with the explosions that are exploding. Ugh, the issue is there's, like, nervous impairment. Sorry, I don't know all the terms. Thank you, nervous impairment, not necrosis. The issue is there's no good place for Reed to be. I mean, I guess if I can just keep her, the issue is these first two lamps, right? If I can, we don't have enough DP, but if I can get, I think the best is if I can get, Chobai and Lapland on those tiles. Because then I can use their range to keep attacking from the side in order to keep attacking the camera. Read placement was perfect? No, it's just the read placement is fine. It's just that she actually needs to be able to reach operators. The problem is that I had you here and she wasn't able to heal you because we were just one tile off. So I think what would help is if we had, what would help? If we can find a way to get, like, if he's here, and then facing Chobai, and if we can get you here, so that he can bring Tragodia past Chobai, and then Chobai can still handle the cameras, and Lapland can still handle the cameras, and Reed can still handle this. There should also I should probably have Pozhonka behind Reed, so that she's able to hit the, no, because then there needs to be, I still have to keep in mind the lights. The issue is I know where to have everybody. I just don't know where to, I just don't know where to position these lights. 'Cause, I mean, yeah, no, if Reed is there, that's okay, but if I have one light here, if I have one light, I think they need to be crossing each other. The problem is, no, that's fine. If they get shut off, and Hyobai and Lapland can fix it, and Reed can fix the one in front of her, and Elysium kind of needs to be there, but I have to be careful because if enemies, as long as these are free so that I can panic deploy to block this area if I need to. Think unconventionally? Alright, the issue is DP. If I can get Elysium to make DP, Kanto to make DP, Vulpes to make DP in the beginning, we're just gonna have to see how much we can get DP going. Okay. I need to just have everybody set. I need the actors to take their positions. That is my main issue. As long as they can do that.
In time, I'll find the right place for myself, too.
If I can get the actors to take position. The problem is I don't know if they can do it fast enough, but if I can get them to do it fast enough. Alright, let's get by here.
A true battlefield. This is the right place.
I know there's no light yet, so let's get Elysium here. Alright. Vulpes, go right ahead. We need your help as fast as possible. Alright, let's get... You're already appearing. It's not good. Yeah, let's get Reed here now as focus. Alright, Elysium, you stay there. Kanta, you're fine for the moment. Let's get Lapland here. And then let's... Alright. That's okay. It's AoE while creating... I see. Okay, so we need to... Alright. Everyone's gonna go down if I'm not careful. Okay, that's already ruined. Awesome. Already ruined the situation here. Great. Let's get DP from this. let's hope that you can handle this on your own, because I am probably going to need you later. It's not good. It's not good. Let's get rid of all this problem. And that's not enough. Right. It's already not great. There's also the problem with nerves impairment. Alright. That camera is off. No, the camera's just facing the other direction. Let's just get you over here. Not where I wanted you necessarily, but you know what? Let's get you over here while we're protecting with Panta. Alright. She's on skill, at least that's good. And Yu is down, so we wish we had a place for Honeyberry. Oh, jeez.
Arrived at designated position. Treatment target sighted.
I'm not sure how well this is gonna work. Not really well. Nope, not well. The position for... This is really bad if you use a lot of ranged ops like I do. Alright, at least Reed can reach you, but okay, let's make sure that you doesn't immediately go down. Please.
I'm listening.
I wish there was a way to... That was not what I wanted to do. Let me think, because now my situation has been changed. The problem is I can't have anyone in range, so either... I'm trying to think, I could keep Saria there. Reed is almost back on skill, which is good. I'm trying to think if Reed or Chobai makes sense. Or not Reed, Saria or Chobai, but honestly... The issue is making sure this does... No, I mean, Lapland's okay. Lapland should be okay on her own. The position is not good, because I need Chobai to be facing the other way. Oh, and I need her to help, too. Oh, you was supposed to be on this tile, but I didn't have the option to do that. So I don't really have a good setup here. I guess the most important part... Alright, I guess I'll try to have her here so she can deal with the camera. It's not the greatest position, but I feel like it's the one that makes the most sense. And then we'll have you having the attack here while Telopsis is still working. Reed can help finish this up, make it go a little faster. And then there's going to, and then after the first round, there's going to be this problem, and there's no way I can turn the camera around. But actually, this is probably a good time to make DP again, just in case. Especially if I can slow him down. And we still have Saria, who can sort of be a good buffer. Alright, we've canceled back, that's good. I need to make sure that we're also— Thank you, Lapland! Thank you, make sure that that is destroyed! Thank you! Why is it facing the wrong— Oh, because of Telopsis. Shoot. Alright, that's not good either. Telopsis is making the camera face the wrong way. Shoot. That's not good. Yeah, shoot. You know what? Solopsis does not have... Camera's facing the wrong way and I don't know what to do about it. Because now she and Elysium are fighting camera control. I wonder what determines that, actually. Great. How do I deal with this now? There's no good place for anyone. So... Okay, wait. If Solopsis is already facing the camera this way, and Reed isn't... I don't think the camera doubles up much. I don't think so. So maybe if I have Kanta dealing with the camera? I don't think the camera needs to double. I'm trying to think. Alright. Let's just try to see, because I'm not gonna be able to move. Wait. It's last deployed then. Oh, shoot. It's not good. No one's in a good position here, but what if I tried doing... I feel like I'm gonna need him to slow everyone down, but in the meantime, let's try doing this. Jeez, okay, bad timing, scary timing on this for sure. Reed, are you almost on skill? It would be great if you were. Oh dear. Alright, please. Shoot. Please. Just get rid of this thing. Okay? You can probably handle it again now that Reed is on skill. Probably get that in. Okay, good. Good. Shoot. Okay, really? Shoot. This is all bad. All of a sudden, all bad. Ugh. Okay, ugh. Alright, we just have to get... I have no other choice but to get, Vulpus to handle this. Really? Okay, everyone attack the lights! Ugh! And now I don't have anyone who's on ground. Dang it. Dang it. I can't do anything about this now. I just have to... Great. I don't... I can't... I don't have anyone on the ground! Jeez. I know. Can I distract you? Can I distract you from doing that? Can I please distract you? Jeez.
I know what it is I want.
There's gonna be multiple problems. Right. Let's just try to get... Nope, that's not gonna do well. Please? Can I just... Is not gonna go well. She can't... And you can only block 1, 2, so I don't... Oh, come on, Reed, please. How are you on skill again? I thought you were just on... Never mind. Ugh! Nothing I can do.
Mess up a dish? Sometimes getting messy is the spice
All right.
of cooking.
We have too many operators.
Wash it out, and the wok will be good as new.
We have too many operators who are ranged. Ironically. Suzerain, I know you have an amazing... Too much range, not enough space. Alright, maybe instead of Elysium, we should have mountain so that he can actually protect himself if necessary. Unfortunately, he can't get extra DP, but that's okay as long as we get Vulpes and Kanta. I'm trying to think if Suzerain makes the most sense, or someone else. Maybe Gravel's a panic button. I want to try to not rely on Gravel. Wait a minute. Isn't Phantom himself a fast redeploy? What's his block? He's not E1 though, is he? No, he's not E1. That would be interesting. How would that look? Immediately gains dodge and barrier. I don't know. Maybe this would be the proper time for that? Phantom's fast redeploy, that might be interesting. Might be the best stage to have him on. Alright. What's your other skill? Immediately gains 8 charges of stacking. 2% attack. Each attack consumes 1 charge. Is this, this is basically what Kanto's doing? Is this essentially, like, ammo? Someone a clone with the same abilities as Phantom, but has its own redeployment time. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to see if this would be... No, it's different? I feel like this would be the most fitting time. Clone takes up a deploy slot while deployed. His own redeployment time. I mean, I don't think we really need that. Oh, wait. Oh, no, you're saying it takes it up regardless of what you want. I see, I see. Well, I mean... You need a place to deploy him. I mean, maybe that's a great for emergency lighting. I mean, if there's a... If you can summon a clone, wouldn't that be great in case we need someone to hold the light? Literally? I'm guessing it doesn't have any block, though. Clone only takes up a slot while it's deployed. So you don't have to use it. It's not that it just takes the slot while he's in the roster, right? When Phantom dies, so does the clone? It's a summon. Oh, I see what you're saying, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, that's okay, because then it's not really any different, right? If Phantom goes down, it's the same as if Kanta goes down. But they're fast redeploy, so... It's more of a problem you can't use the summon while Phantom's down. I don't really see that as too much of a problem, honestly. Unless I'm not understanding it. I mean, I don't know. Summons don't know how to operate cameras. Oh, we can't? Darn it. Summons can't hold cameras? I'm just wondering if it's worth bringing him to E1. You can't really use Phantom offensively, which is the benefit of being fast to redeploy. So what is he best in? Like, where do most people use him then? Like, what is his strength? They don't? What? IS with modules? So most people don't use them? Oh. Well, it would have been nice. It would have been cool. Okay, It got really power crept. It's not great. That's a shame. That would have been great. All right. I mean, gravel would work better as fast redeploy. I just didn't. Yeah, but I don't like always depending on gravel. You know, I thought I could make this more cinematic. I thought I could have him on stage. Phantom used to be fast redeploy DPS before Texas Alter and Yato. Now he's used more for CC with skill 3. I see. You won't really solve the issue. Okay. Darn it. That would have been nice. Alright, how about... Lessing is not fast redeploy, but has passive talent anyway. I mean, I don't know. Who do we have now?
Responsible for the plan, and I'll be responsible for you. Give me the order.
Maybe we don't need Posey in this stage, because the thing is, like, we just need more, I don't know what we need, but we need something that can hit from afar and fast. Maybe Kaobe. Because, yeah, Kaobe even has, like, one extra position. I don't know. Maybe Kaobe. You see if that could work. The problem isn't that the snipers can't hit anything. The problem is dealing with their lights. The problem is the stupid lights. All right, let's try that. Mountain, you're on camera.
Things are different.
All right, let's try this again. Let's have Vulpes make a spot here. I actually want to keep her here because she can still do a lot of damage on her own. Kanta, you're gonna have to deal with this one.
I'll find the right place for myself, too.
We'll have Mountain on lights, even though it's not doing us any good at the moment. Actually, no, let's wait for the second camera guy. Alright, Kanta's on skill.
What is it?
Let's get Mountain on skill, so he can self-heal when necessary. Then let's get... Alright, let me think of how I need to do this. What we need to do... Alright, Vulpes is good on skill now. What we need to do is we need to... This needs, like, a lot of DP really quickly. I need Hyobai to be here. I need Hyobai to not die immediately, and I'm trying to figure out how. Maybe if I try starting with... If I try starting with you here, I'll let Vulpus take this guy. We have 45 here. I think. Yeah, I need Vulpus to take this one so that there's a little bit of pressure off here. Okay, let's get Reed here. And if I can get Hyobai here... This is already not great. What are you already doing? Problem is the light. It's light. Okay. I'm still just trying to understand the stage. Okay. What if... No, it's fine. You can handle it. Nope, she's not on the skill yet. That's not good. Maybe you can't handle this. Okay. Let's get Reed on skill now. So that we can- No, don't worry about the- don't worry- Reed! Don't worry about the lights! Reed, that was the wrong lighting scenario to worry about. Oh boy, okay. Great. That was the wrong lighting. You didn't need to worry about that. Reed, you didn't need to worry. Okay, now I have to make sure that no one dies. Oh, that's gonna be last deployed, so that's gonna move the camera. Oh, this is hard to keep up with. You know what? It's fine for now. It's fine for now. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. Oh. Can you reach? I can't even tell if you're on the tile to reach. I don't think you're on the tile to reach. Because otherwise you'd be attacking now and you're not. So that's- oh, great. Lovely. Great. I don't know what to do. Oh, this position is terrible. Alright, no, wait. Maybe- nope. He's still gonna just attack whoever's left. Oh, the positions are terrible here. I'm trying to think if I had Honeyberry down, but I think then she just gets wiped in one hit. But I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Reed's not helping either. This is why we really need- I don't know that- great. Cool. Awesome. That didn't work at all. That's gonna be one shot. Okay. Awesome! Can't figure this out in the slightest. I'm just, you know, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work well. I think you're probably just gonna, okay, I don't. That's not helpful either because you're not able to, great. You're in the way. What we need is you.
So long as you're here.
Alright, let's distract you for a bit with Lessing. Not the best use of Lessing, but I need to distract you.
It's the cowardice of its wielder.
I need to distract Tragodia so that you can level up, so that we can get- Please stop. Please stop what you're doing. Great. Alright. Alright, you can be here. Good. Good. Everyone's in position. Fantastic. Alright, that's exactly where I needed everybody. Places, people! Alright, I need you to be off skill so that you can punch this light. Alright, it's gonna be also a problem. So let's get Kant out of the way. Let's try to- I don't even- oh jeez, I don't know what to do. That's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Kanta was facing the wrong way anyway, so that wasn't gonna help. Is there any way that I can... Alright, what if Kaobe's here? Can that at least make things go in the right direction with the camera? Ugh. I need the camera to be facing this. That's okay. Okay. Fine. Alright. This is an interesting layout. Alright. Nope. I can't. It's hard to tell who's where. Great. That's not helpful either. It's so hard. Okay, you know what? Now that we're in this great. Ugh. Seriously?
No matter what trouble we're in, I'll face it together. Hate and resentment have no place.
Now all these lights need to turn back. Really? That was very unnecessary.
I'll find the right place for myself too.
Come on, Reed, please. Before that hits Saria. Great. Why? What are we not hitting? What was it this time? I couldn't even tell. I have nothing to work with. I have literally nothing to work with. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. I have nothing to work. I can try to see if you'll... Alright, you're gonna go down anyway, so... nope, that's not... I don't think that's gonna be enough. I don't think that's gonna be enough. How do I just work the stage lights here? Why is... oh, because we still have to destroy the lights. Nope, that's not it. Okay, what? Awesome. I can't... Sure. Just to rub salt in the wound, I guess.
It's clear why we failed.
Alright. It's not clear to me. We had everything set up exactly where we needed it. What happened? Everything was set up. We had the... oh, man. The AoE is overlapping, so the entire formation is getting wiped out. You can't have ranged ops deployed last. You keep placing elemental healer, but the boss can still attack it while blocked. It's hard to not have them last. And I thought I was okay with, alright. Maybe it's just my imagination. I feel like Honeyberry is just not... I don't know if she's... If you deploy someone after Honeyberry, Honeyberry won't get attacked by the boss. I was trying. This is a great stream to nap to? That's a little bit rude. You could have saved Honeyberry if you had just deployed Saria. You guys are a lot better at operator order than I am. Saria was up the entire time while Honeyberry was dying. Okay. Do you want 2 tips from this? Yes, sure. The boss is doing a circle. Maybe let him move a bit before nuking. That just gives me less time, doesn't it? Honeybear's not great at healing HP, better at healing elemental. Deployment order, you may have forgotten all the lessons from Tallulah. I did not! I'm just not as good at it as you guys are. Honeyberry was stalling the boss well. That almost one shot was a skill. The boss's regular attacks Honeyberry can out-heal. I see. Okay. First thing, there's one thing different about this boss. Even though it's blocked, it still attacks whoever was recently deployed. Which isn't something you've ever encountered. Oh. Yeah, I kind of figured that, like, if as long as you was holding the boss down, then we would be okay. I didn't realize that they could attack from behind while being preoccupied. Is it because his tail is prehensile? So, like, canonically, he doesn't even have to hold the staff with with 2 hands. He can just use his tail while his front is being blocked. Ugh. It's like the tail has eyes on the back of its head. Oy. Okay. Tail caster. I mean, he's literally holding it with his tail. So it makes sense. Like, if someone is stopping you, and they have you, and they, like, have grabbed both your hands, and your tail still works. Honey Bear is mission critical because it's the only way to combat the otherwise unavoidable damage, which is nervous impairment. You want to deploy Honey Bear early. Okay, I think the problem is I was deploying Telopsis early because I thought she could just heal better. Okay. Try to get as many ops after her as a meat shield. Noted. Change red placement? I don't know what that means. That's all you need to know without revealing too much. No, that helps. You're right. I haven't experienced a boss that was able to... I mean, unless they were doing AoE, I haven't experienced a boss who can, like, attack from 2 directions, I guess? I don't know. Alright. Well, that... I feel like Yu was placed perfectly. He was exactly where I wanted him. I was able to get him exactly where I wanted him. I wanted him to stall the boss. I wanted Kyubai to be able to hit the boss and the lights and the camera. And I had Vulpes behind Kyubai. And I feel like that made a lot of sense. Just use your own ops with tails. I think tail casting is probably a very specialized skill. He should take the heat off the healers. Yu is fine, don't forget to activate Yu's skill early if he's dying, yeah. Alright. Just, okay, Honeyberry. Maybe I should level her a little bit more too. Okay, so main thing here.
Please stand by.
Main thing here is to get DP early. So, we'll get... I wish you could deploy them on the tiles of the umbrellas, but obviously you can't. So that's fine. That's kind of our main best bet at the moment. The light doesn't matter too much at the start, really, because, it's not helping immediately, but... Let me think. Okay. I'm trying to think if Mountain should be there. Or if... Where was I trying to have the... Okay, no, I have to have the lights crossing each other. I think that's the only way to do it. Pointing the light upwards, I don't really think was helping. But it doesn't need to be immediate. Okay, wait, I see. If I can get Honeyberry down now, if I can get her to cover everybody, then if I have Mountain, he can switch the camera.
Everyone, focus on fighting. Just
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, early makes sense. Early makes sense. And then, unfortunately, we don't have enough range here, so there's not going to be any... Maybe we should swap Kanta and Vulpes next time, because Kanta needs an enemy to hit. Alright, Alright, let me think. 30, we need 44 to make this work. Okay. And unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna be able to... Well, we might be able to get it in time. We have a healer. so that's okay. We have a healer.
No matter
So
which
let's
trouble we're in,
get
I'll face it
40.
together
Alright,
with
sounds
all
good.
of
Let's
you.
get goodbye here. And let's get you here. And we'll set up Reed next. I think that makes the most sense.
So long as you're here, I've got a way to treat you here.
As long as... Alright. There was already a problem. Why was there already a problem? Why was there already a problem? What was that? Just turning off the light? That was just regularly turning off the light, wasn't it? Alright. I don't want to use this skill, but I need the DP yesterday. I need to make sure that our healer does not go down. I need to make sure that you does not go down. Please stop getting distracted with the stupid lights! Reed, please. And now we have to make sure that everyone can survive. Great. That's not helpful. Reed, stop doing... I forgot about Reed's distraction. Oh.
So much negotiation.
Great. I forgot Reed gets distracted.
You've gone astray.
Dang it. Alright, as long as I can just keep everyone alive. Oh, I need to... Do I need a distraction? Maybe a distraction. Sure, a distraction would be good.
You shall not pass while I'm here.
Distraction is good. I don't know how well the distraction works, but you know what? Enough of a distraction is fine. Because Vulpus can't really do anything at this point here. At least, Honeyberry's still healing. Alright, thank you, Lapland, for your, Lessing for your service. I appreciate it. We need to hold on to Mountain because I need the light. Who else can help? I need... You know what, Saria can hold the light. I just need 15 seconds. Saria can hold the light, and if she holds the light, then... She doesn't have range, so she doesn't move the... Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, she doesn't have range, so she doesn't move it. Okay, that's not good. 2 seconds, please. Alright. I don't know if this is gonna work in time. Can I distract you with... Please. Can we distract with Mountain, maybe? I just need you to focus on anyone else. Alright, Mountain. Do your best. Alright, you know what? You know what? Mountain can do a decent amount, but I'm gonna have to remove him soon because I'm really gonna... Okay, let me think. Mountain needs to be over there, or it... No, Lapland's needed for range. Alright. The problem is I need to swap Saria, because Saria... I didn't realize that Saria can't hold a camera! Alright, let's... Saria can't hold a camera. She can hold a camera? She's not, though. She was the last deployed, but she didn't, She has no range. She has no range, so she's not... She can't attack it, yeah. She can't attack it, so Reed is not in a great position. Yeah, exactly. So I think... Oh, I didn't want to use Lapland, but I think I have to. Or, okay, wait, maybe... I'm gonna have to do a few different things. If I remove Kanta, and I can remove Saria, and I can see how well they can survive... Mountain is holding him at the moment. He's not attacking you yet, but... Yeah, I think I need to get rid of Saria, and I need to redeploy Kanta. I think it's the only way that's gonna work.
This is your excuse
Not yet, of course, but I just need to be able to have the option. Alright, light is on now, so probably should use the skill now.
Still misbehaving? Then let's relax.
Get everyone up here. Have you attacking, have Reed attacking at the same time. Hopefully, blessing might actually be needed. Blessing might actually be needed for this. Alright. That's the first stage. Kanta has 10 seconds left. I'm not sure about... Yeah, they have to go the opposite direction, so... I don't know. And I also have Kaobe to help with the, Right. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be tough. Yeah, Saria's position was not the smartest move in the world. Right, let me think. Let me not do anything. Alright, let me just wait until... I have a few seconds left for Kanta. Alright, that's not good. I think it's gonna have to be... Does he only come from this side, or... Problem is that light. Alright, if the issue is that light, then I have to get rid of that light. This is not gonna be great. It's not great at all. Alright, which... Are you still... You're still healing. That's irritating. Alright, let's leave Saria there in case I need, That's not good. Okay, you know what? Fine. Get Mountain, because Mountain can hold it. Mountain can handle it. Alright, let's make this easier. Alright, that's fine. You know what? If- Nope. Nope, 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 no, that's not good. And she... Jesus. Okay, bad.
Suppress that.
Let's get... It's bad.
Solid positioning. This is the position, right? No matter what trouble we're in, I'll face it together
Okay.
with all of you.
Back on skill.
The spirits have been
You can be attacked, right? I can't even tell. It's so hard to see. You're not invincible anymore, are you? I literally can't see it. Alright, I think... Alright, best thing I can do is probably get you on skill, retreat Mountain, get Lessing to get rid of this lamp. Please, before you die! Please, 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 before you die. Jeez, thank you. Okay. Good, 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 good. Ah! Oh, seriously? Why? Ugh. Alright. Please get rid of that thing quickly! I need some way to get rid of that stupid lamp behind Reed. Can she attack from here? She can attack a little bit. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you! Thank you, Reed! I'm glad you can reach that! Praise, thank you! Alright. No, I think, you know what? I'm just holding, think everything is good, as long as Lapland's okay. Alright, you know what? One more. Did Reed just go down? Did Reed just go down? Shoot.
Our unfortunate child.
Ah,
So much negotiation. Flowers and buds.
please, this is so irritating. Alright, get rid of this thing.
No matter which
Ah,
I'll face it together.
okay, boss is down. I'm getting rid of this thing. I'm getting rid of this thing.
Get a hold of your breathing.
Fine, be stupid like that. Be stupid like that. Come on, just get rid of this thing. Come on. Boss is down. Let's just get Lessing. Where's Lessing? Is it? All right. Lessing, get rid of this guy. I don't want him to go down immediately. All right, let's do it this way. Maybe Kobe can reach.
I've experienced Marquez the only
Kobe, can you
way to
reach?
hold the sword back is the cowardice of its
Please,
wielder.
please, please. Just reach real quick. Thank you. Come on, just get everyone out of here. Oh, I don't know who you're aiming for, but let's just finish this. Can you even, you know what? Can you reach? No, you can't reach because of Lessing. That's okay. You know what? Lessing can do this. KOB can do this. We've got this. Done.
Mission accomplished.
Thank you, KOB and Lessing. I love you both. Thank you, Honeyberry, for helping everyone survive. Oh, goodness. All right. There we go. Oh. There we go. GG easy. It's doable, and that's all I need. It's doable. It's doable. We didn't need to look at the boss information. Thank you guys for telling me about Honeyberry. That probably made the biggest difference. But okay. We're good. We got it. Alright. Let's close these curtains. The flickering lights of the ancient castle. The bloodied corpses of the teachers. The hollow wind in the darkness. Forgetting all of that was not difficult. Until one day, when Lucian, who had by this time become an assassin,
and the
had a
curtain
dream.
draws to a close. GG Star Fox.
Thank you very much, Time Zero. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the Ko-fi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Alright. Thank you very much. Sorry, I came a bit too late. It is A-okay. I still appreciate. Okay. Oh. He's still in the old castle. Still in that empty hall. Sitting alone. Singing under the lights. With all the former members of his troop standing behind him. As alive as ever. Child, we cannot truly erase our pasts. There will always be traces of them. Do you think I'm scared? No. I've simply finally confirmed that I've yet to fully tear out the ad-libbing you inserted into my life. In other words, you are still here. But you're correct. We cannot truly erase our pasts, and there will always be traces of them. So to bring your story to an end, I've been walking the same path you once did for all this time. I traveled across the entire land. Kalai was a Gaulish border city. When the allied nations suddenly turned on them, Kalai was thrown under siege. Yet thanks to its powerful cannons, and the general hailed as the imperial standard bearer, Kalai held fast for months. The general stood atop the wall, refusing sleep, refusing rest, refusing to give ground. With their banners still flying high, even the weariest soldiers held the line. Until the unthinkable happened. The general's most trusted lieutenant opened the gates, a clear act of betrayal. The Emperor of Gaul had given up on Calais, and by then its fate was sealed. The Imperial standard-bearer had refused to surrender out of honor, and the trusted lieutenant believed he ought to stand by his general. After all, they had already braved so many life-or-death situations together over the decades. But he knew that holding the line would only lead to more bloodshed, that the city was doomed to become a graveyard. Perhaps that battle-worn soldier simply realized that although there was no perfect choice, there was a way that would allow him to atone for his sins. He persuaded the general, who had long since become exhausted, to take a 10-minute break. Then he seized the opportunity to open the gate. Before the Allied forces could enter the city, he drove his sword through his own heart. That traitor ended up being the most tragic casualty of the war. But that is ancient history now, Lucian. So ancient, many of the details have been lost to the river of time. Victoria, Lithuanian. I spent months traveling between more than a dozen cities across different nations, and at last, I found an aging vanguard on the brink of death. The guard had seen the towering flames of Calais with his own eyes. He had found a badge on the traitor's corpse. Two faces turned away from each other, one smiling, the other weeping. We all know what that symbolizes, dear teacher. Then I suppose you made other discoveries as well? Even earlier in Laterano. Over 200 years ago, a brilliant cardinal was struck down by gun knights in the plaza in front of the basilica. He was intelligent and compassionate, known as the Sancta closest to the Lord. At just 30 years old, he was already widely regarded as the Pope's heir apparent. But then he changed. He grew radical, unyielding, unwieldy. He started preaching, rallying followers, and reaching out to foreign envoys, all in an attempt to check the Pope's authority. Until the situation deteriorated into a religious coup that threatened the entire city-state. The Pope was critically wounded, and the gun knights were deployed. The would-be usurper became the only cardinal in the history of Laterano to die during a coup. No one knows what exactly happened to him. At some point, in one of the Ecclesia Requiem, he had a chance encounter with a passing feline. But of course, that is hardly a lead worth chasing. Passing feline, eh? It must have taken some effort for you to uncover all this. Indeed, it was quite troublesome. I merely offered that Sancta a bit of truth. He was already terminally ill, you know. Unlike the incompetent Pope, who knew only how to interpret scriptures, his own zealousness knew no bounds. But with limited time, he might not have been able to put his ideals into practice, to hear the church bells ring in the new era. But in truth, the moment the cardinal struck down the Pope, he came to his senses. He realized that death had never caught up with him after all. His sudden clarity only plunged him deeper into madness. Faced with the ruin he had wrought, did he choose to walk willingly into the gun knight's sights? A microcosm of political tragedy, from which many of the troops' plays took root. Quite a pity, isn't it? Iberia. It was during the glorious Golden Age. The lighthouses lit up an approaching ship, only for people to discover it carried nothing but whispering winds from the ocean depths. Ticket stubs stamped with the image of the twin faces were scattered across the deck, and they drifted along with the ship in silence. The lost sailors sing. Incite a young fowl to pick the fruit of pain. Amidst the spires of Lithanian, ancient arts recorded the nobles' laments and desperate cries. Exile an infant to arrive at joyful death. An encampment covered in thick snow. Weeds walk their own path. The city in the depths of the sands. Through tears, falsehoods, and riddles, he leaves the bed of withered flowers. You are everywhere. I followed the path you once walked. I crossed the lands, encountering all manner of people and unearthing all manner of secrets. Until at last, buried in ancient tomes and tangled rumors, I uncovered your name. Tragodia. However, the legendary Tragodia is a god beloved by the people. He wears a crown of grapevines. He is both intoxicated and intoxicating. He bestows joy and grace. He greets the farmers as they bring in their yearly harvest, guiding them from wilderness to civilization through revelry and celebration. But the true god of wine is a deceitful caster, a performer, an ascetic, a schemer, a firebrand, a phantom drifting through the currents of history. A long-lived that defies definition. Your perseverance astonishes me, child. Even more so than the painstaking devotion you once showed in your performances. And yet, when you look back at the path I've taken, shouldn't that be enough to affirm the purpose I've been chasing? As human affairs faded into obscurity, I found and built what I would come to see as the ultimate vessel for beauty, the theater. I've lived long enough to see the very concept of theater become obsolete. At last, after tasting both joy and sorrow, I came to understand the precise conditions under which the most fervent emotions bloom. I founded the troupe, through which I've taught this knowledge to you. Oh, really? That contradicts what I've learned from my research. Hasn't death always walked by your side? That grand theory of yours about death and destruction was never the result of hard-won insight. You simply believed in it and saw beauty in it, and so did theater. Let's set aside for the moment the brilliance of depravity of human nature that emerges in times of desperation, and turn to some more fundamental questions. From Laterano to Gaul, from Iberia to Sargon, from the old castle to this catastrophe-stricken land, you've directed so many performances that shook the soul. So why have you allowed them to be lost to history? You don't want them to be remembered? You exalt the irrational and unpredictable, so why must every story have the same ending? Ruin. Well, what do you think the answer is, child? Tell me. Because it makes everything and everyone unverifiable, both within the theater and beyond. Because it grants you authority, lets you justify yourself, and turns your so-called beauty into the only possible resolution. Steven! Steven! If you're still alive, say something! Greta? You really did lock yourself up in your office! What happened outside? It's too much to explain right now. In short, the entire plate is on a collision course with the catastrophe, and everyone else has already evacuated to the power deck. Are you alright? Yeah, something's wrong. The ceiling came down on my leg. I can't move. I'll rescue you. Damn it! That broken column has sealed the door shut. It's really heavy. Just wait a moment. Stay with me. Keep talking. Miss Stone, only now do I understand that I am in no way, shape, or form a genius. Huh? That God came to see me. He hasn't abandoned me. He's shown me a new way of thinking. Actually, he's always been teaching me. I like to think I made good use of my characters' deaths, of every desperate situation, to nourish my stories. I did try that, after all, in the death of Lady DuPont. Why else would it be called that? Laura from 5 years ago, and now Dalton, Shelley, Michael, and Marion. Each of their deaths was steeped in drama. Vivid, poignant, and all too real. Those fragments are like autumn leaves, crimson as blood, and scattered everywhere. Each one is enough to stain the blank canvas of my mind with vivid color. But still, I can't write an ending that satisfies me. I still haven't figured out what kind of scene Lady DuPont's death ought to be. If death and destruction are the way of the god of theater, if they're the skills a true genius of the stage must master, well, I mean, I've never been able to learn them. I'm just a worthless hack. The love of Borgnine! How can you be so stupid? Huh? Steven! The script auctions are anonymous! You know that, right? Dalton, Abner, everyone in the crew has been shaped by what happened 5 years ago. I brought them together on purpose. But you were the one exception. When I approved the outline for the script, I had no idea it was written by you. I simply felt from the bottom of my heart that the story of Lady DuPont, a woman trapped by her brother's lies and need for comfort, and tormented by the desires of 3 so-called suitors, was worth my vote of approval. I knew she'd be a great protagonist for an amazing story, whether she lived or died. I have never doubted my own vision. Hey, say something! Why are you getting all melodramatic while I'm out here hauling rocks? So it turns out I just don't agree with... What are you saying? Ugh. Saget. So it turns out I just don't agree with the god's methods. There we are! I did it! This place is about to collapse. I'll help you, come on! Wait, Miss Stone. What now? Greta helps hold Steven steady as they both come to a stop, and he looks to the side. There is a wall, only half of it is still standing. Faint remnants of vivid graffiti stand out harshly against the grimy, dim surroundings. It is the giant promotional mural Tippy had painted for the crew, and by some stroke of luck, the title card remains unscathed amidst all the wind and flying debris. The death of Lady DuPont. Steven raises a blood-stained arm and, with considerable effort, wipes away the first 3 words. My God. It's beautiful. Not even the most imaginative set designer in Rankwood could have created a scene like this. Who's to say that ending a film shoot under the shadow of a catastrophe isn't, in fact, the most fitting conclusion of all? This isn't just a publicity stunt. I'm finding myself more and more impressed by Greta's resolve. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the power deck. It's way too dangerous out here. Hey, Melanie, leading lady, where are you going? Have you gone mad? Abner, you, all of you, never really believed this leading lady could make a comeback with this film, did you? You don't even think we'll finish filming it. Honestly, I feel the same. I mean, we don't even have the ending figured out yet, and this whole plate is about to collapse. But that doesn't mean you have to die for it, does it? Catastrophe is closing in. The howling wind is nature's roar, its fury written across the face of the clouds. But Melanie still walks forward to face it. Who said I have a death wish? Who says Lady DuPont has a death wish? Who says Lady DuPont is meant to die under her brother's oppression, felled by the swords of the three Rockefellers, at the hands of those onlookers who sought to curse her, humiliate her, drive her out? Must death be a symbol? She should instead, on a night no one could have foreseen, walk straight into a storm just as wild and chaotic as this one, leaving that prison of a castle behind. She shall not perish, because this storm is the chariot that will lead her to freedom! You must have realized, Abner, that on my journey I've always regarded Marianne as my imaginary enemy, yes? Yeah. But I know I'll never catch up to her. She was a true genius, born to inhabit any role she was given. Even fate itself seemed to orchestrate one final catastrophe, just so she could exit this business in a blaze of brilliance. And I'm nobody special. An ordinary woman from a small town who traveled to Rankwood and worked her way up role by role, film by film over a decade, gaining experience and recognition. That's why I care so much about seniority, status, and etiquette, the aspects of film set culture that so many scoff at, because that sort of recognition is the reward I deserve as an ordinary person. This land is quite cruel to ordinary people, Abner. Marianne's retirement gave me the chance to step into the spotlight, but it took only a single slip-up for me to lose everything I'd gained along the way. My acting skills have fallen off a cliff. My reputation is a shamble. I've tried everything I could think of, but I just couldn't seem to get it back. It's ridiculous! I've never wanted to admit this, but it's true. If Marianne hadn't retired, I'd never have caught up to her. And right this very moment, this catastrophe is destroying the entire plate along with my last hope. But couldn't you also say fate is smiling upon me? At least I finally have the courage to let go of my inhibitions. The courage to... At last, I finally mustered the courage to take this first leap. Come to me, Lady DuPont. Come with Melanie Rutherford and dance together with the catastrophe, even if no one is filming us. What are you still doing here, Abner? Check your camera. You didn't turn it on, did you? What do you mean? What if I'd gotten swept away by the storm? What if your camera had accidentally captured my death, just like before? The last thing I want is to belittle your work, and to force you to once again resent the tool of your trade. You know, Abner, I've always thought you were dumb. Hey, what would you know? That footage you accidentally recorded back then at least stands as irrefutable evidence, ensuring that a girl named Laura wouldn't vanish from this land without a trace. Although I couldn't say if that's enough meaning for it to meet your exacting standards. Friedkin Kubrick, I am an idiot! This dream-making machine was only made in the first place because people wanted more eyes to see the land with. How long can you hold on, Melanie? I hope I don't break this thing. Let's finish filming! Can you see them? Can you hear them? Those still fighting to survive the catastrophe. Nothing ever truly comes from nothing. Not even the most wondrous of art. And it is never death that suddenly awakens the lost or steals the timid. They always had it in them. So answer my question, Tragodia. Are you attempting to remind me that death would simply end this story, this performance? That there would nary be a trace left after the curtains fall? That I would have, objectively speaking, escaped any and all scrutiny and criticism of my work? That I am a thin-skinned artist? You really did find an interesting angle, Lucian. Perhaps what you say is right, but how are you going to change the ending that has already been written? That child, Tippy, really did adjust the path of the mobile plate, using only techniques she had picked up from watching film reels. But the shift in its trajectory was insufficient. Nearly half the plate remains on a collision course with the storm. Lucian, you faced a catastrophe when you were young. You should know that one of that scale will destroy everything on this plate. Lucian gently strokes the crystal on his throat. I haven't sunned since releasing the inhibitor. Singing. It is Blood Diamond's song. The song that once lit up countless stages, before dying out amidst the darkness of the old castle. Today, it echoes once more. The sound passes through cracks in the ruins and the catastrophe itself, ringing clearly in everyone's ears. Singing with such total devotion? No. It seems that dreams can also be used as barriers. This is the first time I've ever seen you use your arts in reverse, Lucian. Are you trying to protect everyone with the voice that once brought pain to yourself and disaster to others? Are you trying to face this catastrophe alone? Alone? No. You're here with me. Hold your scepter steady, Tragodia. From the moment I rose from that river and walked back to your side, from the moment I returned to the troop and stood before you once again, I have only ever had one motivation. At the climax of every tragedy, there is always a fierce, cathartic battle, be it inside a palace, atop a tower, or beneath this ever-shifting sky. Let us finish this drama, where the student kills the teacher! My favorite student! My best actor! Everything that is headed for destruction shall serve as your backdrop. I am so glad you can enjoy this moment! Even I can't help but be swept away in it. I've forgotten all other matters. But you should know that killing a long-lived is meaningless. You just told me that I found an interesting angle. But it's not interesting. Far from it. You aren't a thin-skinned artist. You've just been left with no other choice. It is not us who need to die. Not the audience, not the common folk, bound by the laws of ordinary reality. It's you, Tragodia. You've walked through history. You've founded the true. You've created dreams from darkness. You've fed both me and Shalem with despair. You've drawn in lost souls, one after another, and lashed actor after actor. You taught us to feel pain, to learn evil, to be stained with blood, to sing of destruction. You taught us to dress for the stage, to wear a mask in life, to believe in what you called rebirth. You built the story and drew in the audience. You chose that Lateran Cardinal, that Gaulish General, Whiteflower, Blade Dance, Shadow, Dalton, Shelley, Moira. You've chosen a million Lucians with which to bring about death. You exhausted its form, crafted its style, and perfected its meaning. Because it is all so far away from you. So far away. Long-lived. Death is the one shore you will never reach. Director, death is the one performance you can never take part in. Tragodia, death is the one art you will never embody. All your aesthetics, your insights, your experiences, everything you pushed us to pursue has done nothing for you in the end. I once thought this brought you joy, but your sorrow has always outweighed your sense of accomplishment. If you yourself are the theater, then your very existence is a paradox! The ending is nigh, isn't it? Do you feel resentful or helpless? Do you find this funny or confusing? Or have you simply ignored it? Have you never felt the same pain that I have? Tragodia is uncharacteristically silent, his eyes fixed on the face in front of him that is lost in emotion. Lucian shouts loudly. The raging storm does not even distort his voice in the slightest. He sings and chants, while the originium crystals creep visibly along his neck. Does it hurt, child? Yes, of course it hurts. If you keep using your arts without restraint, it will kill you, child. Are you jealous? Perhaps, but your performance really is moving. Lucian responds to Tragodia with even greater fervor. His surging emotions give him newfound strength, and at last, he seizes the upper hand in their clash. In an instant, he plunges the scepter into Tragodia's torso. Pain is my blade, and at last, I have driven it into the one who caused my pain in the first place. You! The curtain must fall on every performance. Cycles will not help shape our so-called destiny. Child, I've just gained new inspiration. This story deserves to be continued. The plate beneath their feet is swaying and shaking, but is starting to stabilize. People start to poke their heads out from the ruins and look at the receding disaster. They can hardly believe the catastrophe they have just experienced. Hundreds of broken masks drop to the ground as Tragodia slowly falls to his feet. Lucian is sure that he has pierced Tragodia's heart and completed his grand, murderous drama. However, he also notices a change in himself. These clothes, this scepter, this crown. Have you given me a new ad-libbing? The silver-white hem of his robe flutters in the wind, brushed by grains of sand, yet spotless as ever. Lucian silently studies the elegant garment. It is flamboyant and exquisite and fits him perfectly. It is as if he had just been tailored just for him. He could walk into any festival or onto any stage in it, and it would suit him perfectly. It is as if this is the catastrophe's gift to him, his reward for slaying his teacher. The theme of this murder was clearly betrayal, yet at that last moment it became a passing of the torch. Lucian is silent. The fallen Tragodia has disappeared. Where he once lay, there is only blood and his mask. The dark red carpet extends upward along the steps without end. This is the path he was meant to walk, and it is now free of all obstacles. These thoughts spring to Lucian's mind from nowhere. So he climbs the stairs without lowering his head or looking back. Just then, he hears Tragodia's voice. Lucian, you are the finest actor in the land. You have owned your craft well, and you use your powers of reason to grasp hold of the mask of emotions. You know well my origins, so it should be clear to you that you have not ended me by merely killing me. You shouldn't pin your hopes on a scene that was once performed in an ancient castle. Or is it that you were certain I would think this way, make this choice? It's all so interesting. Maybe you were right. Death is the one shore I will never reach. The one performance I can never take part in. And the one art I can never embody. Weeds walk their own path. Through tears, falsehoods, and riddles. He leaves the bed of withered flowers. He writes his epitaph in the stirring dust, waiting for the day when he gazes upon it. Death or destruction is the greatest gift you could ever give your teacher. But have you considered that what you now reject, and what I've left behind, is only one of theater's countless possibilities? One of the many ways beauty can be defined? And therefore, that what you've just killed was but one of my thousands of existences? Go on. Life rushes by, but the theater endures. The theater will never perish, and aesthetics will always change. So therefore, I will always stand at the pinnacle of everything. The theater cannot be killed. I can only redefine it, replace one theater with another, overthrow old aesthetics with new. I can become the new one, the new you. If that is the only possible fate for the two of us, then I accept it. You see, Lucian, once again, we've entered into a tacit agreement. Continue forward. Climb to the highest point on the stage. You shall wear the crown of performance. You shall wield the scepter of inspiration. You shall wear the years of performing and being performed. This process will only add to your pain, but you must accept it. Child, you shall walk from here with both my blessing and my curse. I have fulfilled the promise I made to you when we first met. I will never be an obstacle to you, or an obstacle to theater. This is my final gift to you. How much further can you walk? What other answers can you come to? Tragodia. Lucien does not answer, and the sound finally stops. He stands at the top of the stairs. The storm is far away now, and blood trails behind him. He loves this desolate scene. He loves the unformed arts on his body, and he stretches out all his pain. Then the new Tragodia sings his song.
There's nothing to clean up. Let's go.
Goodness. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, those are gonna need master studies at some point. Those are definitely going to need master studies. Oh gosh. Well, this was a realistic quote. Nothing to clean up. Oh, we've been getting so strangely lucky on the quotes, haven't we? Absolutely cinematic indeed, yes. Oh, gosh. Gosh, goodness. Alright. And I'm sure there's epilogue. Or something. No. Maybe not. I think this is it. There is. Okay. Thoughts? So many thoughts, but I don't know if I can articulate any of them.
Bushmaster just supported the Prismatic Fox for 20. That was a hell of a performance for Melanie's monologue. Starlight. You really seem to be getting into it. Worth the price of admission.
Oh goodness, Bushmaster, thank you very much. Thank you for the Kofi. I'm glad that you've enjoyed the performance. I'm glad. I wanted to do that justice. That seemed like her moment. I really wanted to do that justice. Oh man, there's so many different voices. It's hard to keep swapping back and forth as fast as I can every time I see a new name. Didn't want to interrupt the performance, so I waited. Thank you so much, Bushmaster. I appreciate you doing that. Oh goodness. Time to close the curtain on this. Okay, give me a sec. I'm getting some water. I'm slowly dying. All right. Ugh. Ugh. I feel like the fight was very fair. I feel like the amount of stages that amount of tries that we took was like just enough to make it feel right, if that makes sense. It must be bad if she's hydrating without a reminder. Hello, Vessa. Welcome in. Oh, real quick. Was anything happening, while I was reading? Because I feel like people were trying to push something away with comments. Did something happen? No? No? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. Noted. No, don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, okay. I just said meow meow and everyone meowed back. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Just overreactions. Alright, fair enough. Absolutely nothing to be concerned about. Oh, okay. Nothing here happened. Okay then. Anyway. Alright. Did you do any recruitments? No, I have no reason to. Expect Raoul wanted to... What? You're being... what? You were so absorbed performing, I guess you were the star of your show? What? Alright. I don't know what your side tangent is in chat, but anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's not get too off topic or off track here. Okay. I think we can do this. Alright, actually, real quick, I want to test one thing. I want to test one thing that we came up with here. There's going to be a bit of a curtain close. I'm trying this to see if I can make KLMX's life easier. We're going to test something, okay? The screen is going to go black for about 5 seconds, and then it's going to come back, okay? It'll make it easier for us to transition when we do things like vignettes and operator records. So let's try it. Okay. Story 3. A word to the audience. The curtain shall never fall. Oh? Columbia. Rankwood outskirts. Federal nomadic prison? Interesting. Huh? Did it reset the audio? Is that what we just learned? Oh jeez, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, now we have to cut it. Now we have to cut it again. After you did the transition, the game went mega loud. Why? Why would it do that? Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay, I know what to fix next time. I'm sorry. I apologize. I know what to fix next time. We'll fix it in post. Did you know rabbit ears were sensitive? I did not mean to! I was testing something. I was trying to make it better. Alright, okay. Okay. I know how to fix it, so it won't do it next time. Don't worry. I know how to fix it. It won't happen again. It won't happen again. I apologize. Alright. Redo? I can't redo. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's alright. I can just grab the audio again. I didn't know who would do that. Alright. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. So much for me. Okay, you know what? Usako. That was unkind. Don't... Alright, give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Alright. Okay, so for those who don't know, I tried to do that for 2 hours. That thing that I was trying to figure out to make that nice effect, to try to make people's life easier, I spent 2 hours on that, so... yeah. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. That took me 2 hours, so... I get it, okay? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have tried testing it live. I guess I shouldn't have tried experimenting. I guess I shouldn't have tried working. Anyway. I know how to fix it. It's a very easy fix. It's a very easy fix, okay? I'll figure it out. Something that small shouldn't be making me freak out. Okay. I'm sorry. It's okay. Show must go on. Show must go on. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be freaking out by that. Okay. Alright. Trying to pull myself together. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Okay. Molly, you've lost so much weight! I did spend 2 whole months in bed. I went looking for you once the plate stopped. When I saw medics carrying you out all covered in blood, and you weren't moving, I thought you were dead. His singing voice is terrifying. But he only wanted to stop me. He didn't want to kill me. It definitely wasn't a coincidence that he bumped into Greta at the auction, like she said. He had another motive to join the film crew. And what was that? He was looking for something that exists. Something that's always with us, even though we know nothing about it. Okay, I knew he was a mysterious dude, but now I'm even more confused. But forget about him. I'm sorry for taking so long to come see you. Mostly because they made it real pain to file a visitation application for this place. I know, Tippy. But I used you, and caused others to misunderstand you. Lucian was right. I was ignoring the truth in my hands. In my final moments of madness, I didn't even think of you. Listen to me, Molly. No matter what you went through, no matter what your goal, you hurt the people who were by our side practically 24/7. You're a criminal, and I won't ever forgive you for that! But that doesn't mean I can't also miss the times we would crash on the sofa to watch horror flicks, just the two of us. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that, like, real? Yeah. When I was stuck in bed, my wounds hurt so bad I couldn't sleep. I kept recalling everything that happened. A whole night would pass, but only my pain was real. Honestly, it doesn't matter how absurd a story gets, or if we're all puppets of fate or whatever. It's not like I ever had a choice. If only I'd focused more on the movies we were watching, instead of thinking about the truth I thought was real. Hatred, madness, blood, and puppets. I'm sorry, Tippy. If I'd met you earlier, maybe you wouldn't have even needed Laura. The final day of your trial's in 2 days, right? I talked to a few lawyers, and it seems like... Don't let my ending bother you. The warden's nice here. he let me stay in the prison's logistics department during these last few days, to make stuff the prisoners can use. I'm not living like I was before, merely waiting in vain for the finale. Good, good. You're almost out of visiting time, so let's talk about happier stuff. What happened to the movie we all shot together? Columbia Central Rankwood Avant-Garde Film Festival venue. Wow! Everyone's here already! Sorry I'm late! Nervous, Steven? A bit. Relax. We shot that ridiculous finale, and then it went to editing, color grading, and music production. Everyone did their best to complete production in only 2 months. I'm glad we agreed on the title change, Steven. I should be thanking you again for your final performance inside the catastrophe. Otherwise, deleting those 3 words would have been nothing but pretentious navel-gazing. Lady DuPont is by no means as attention-grabbing as the death of Lady DuPont, but let Greta worry about the marketing. There is no doubt in my mind that our new title suits the story best. Right, I'll handle it. I'll get Lady DuPont into theaters. Then visit a police station to do what I have to do. Pinch me! I'm not seeing things, am I? Pinch you? Just snap your shutter already! This is guaranteed to go on the front page tomorrow! How'd the niche AGFF attract such a distinguished guest? How much did the organizers spend? How many years has it been since Marianne Blake showed up in Rankwood? Grandma Jara! It's been a while, Tip. Judging by your outfit, let me guess what your role in this was. Script supervisor, prop master, stunt woman, or some kind of furniture city warrior? Background painter, of course. I've been in this crew for half a year, and was even selected to join the Rankwood Studio plate restoration project last week. The plate our crew rented got totally wrecked by the catastrophe, so the boss put me in charge of the design work once it's rebuilt, and I've been, so busy. I see you finally figured out what you want to do. I told you before, didn't I? I love movies, every last part of them. And now I finally found out what my favorite part is. So, you don't plan on going back? Think you could keep shielding me from the old man? Tip, your grandfather may be an old friend of mine who used to be my finest partner in the industry, but that doesn't mean he'll let me tell him how to raise his grandkids. Just tell him this is the next time you have tea with him. We're all retired, aren't we, old chap? Why waste our time worrying about the little things? I know Tip didn't use any of your contracts, nor did she follow your plan to become a historical film director, but isn't she living it up in Rankwood? Who knows? Half the backdrops in town might be spray painted by your granddaughter one day. Alright, I recorded all that. I'll play it for him next time we meet. Aw, Grandma Jara! Fine. But I might not have the time to see your grandpa the next time I'm in Columbia. Oh yeah, didn't you go all the way to Rim Billiton for some fresh air? Did you come back for Rhine Lab stuff? That's too many questions, Tip. Once the screening's done, I have to head over to Max DC to see the Vice President. So, at least let me have a chat with an old friend, will you? Long time no see, Marianne. Just call me Jara. After so many years away from the silver screen, Marianne sounds like a stranger's name to me. Either way, I have to thank you, Jara. I'm sure you know that given my current reputation, I don't have much of an influence in the industry anymore. So without your help, the AGFF would never have allowed Lady DuPont as a late submission. It was my pleasure. Though I must say, I had no idea that Tippy was actually... I would have helped you with or without her. I just watched the part with the catastrophe and felt it'd be such a pity for the audience to miss out on the actress's performance. So I thought I'd do an old friend a favor. But even if Lady DuPont gets free marketing at AGFF, that doesn't always translate into box office numbers. Melanie, you know better than I that if Rankwood were a person, he would be the most forgetful and least tolerant person there is. It's no guarantee that he'd accept a lover running back into his arms. Besides, you did destroy an entire plate. Even if the film's a smash hit, you might not make enough to pay for the damages. At least I did it, and I have no regrets. But rather than mulling over all that, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead. When you encountered a catastrophe while shooting The Eternally Shining Star, the camera caught you as the storm nearly missed you. Was it just an accident like you said at the press conference? Or did you also move toward it of your own will? Is the answer to that still important to you, even now? No. It sure is hard to say if I really did beat you in the end. The splendidly dressed female lead laughs heartily before every camera in the room, though she does not even know what she is laughing at. After a long time, she opens her arms toward her former rival, the genius she always thought she would never catch up to, the one she had always exchanged polite greetings with on camera, for a hug. And it is returned in kind. Let's head in. Melanie Rutherford as Lady DuPont. Michael as the three Rockefellers. Dalton as Sir DuPont. Lucien as the messenger. Producer, Greta Stone. Director and screenwriter, Stephen Quay. Coordinator, Shelley. Art Department, Carl, Bob, Tippy, and Jericho. Production, Abner and Leo. Costume Department, Marion. Prop Department, Moira. Stage Department, Houghton. It's over? Yep. Thoughts on the film? I heard about what happened behind the scenes. The murders, the catastrophe, even the project management was a mess. So before I sat down to watch it, I thought the film couldn't possibly live up to all that, but an absurd noble's marriage breakdown ending with a catastrophe. The plot twist made sense, but so many of the characters were just bizarre. It's hard to say if it's good or bad, but it's a lot to chew on. Same, to be honest. Story aside, even the production was pretty controversial. Like, the cinematography is inconsistent at times. The first part was shot meticulously, like a serious historical drama, but it becomes rougher and rougher towards the end, especially the catastrophe scenes, where it's totally filmed like a documentary. It's definitely going to be polarizing. The fans will rate it highly, while the haters are going to hate it. But that's what makes it interesting, isn't it? Rankwood's been getting more and more boring over the years, and that goes for AGFF films too. But this one? I'd buy a ticket to Lady DuPont. Let's see what the director and cast have to say during the post-screening roundtable. Oh yeah, I heard that unlucky-looking gal at the front worked on it too. Oh boy, my luck is awful. After a month of applications, I finally landed a spot as their last stagehand. But then all of that happened the moment I arrived on set. I lost so much sleep after running into those corpses. And if it weren't for the insomnia, I wouldn't have kicked the wall with my mind all messed up, and broken my leg when I was trying to follow everyone down to safety when the catastrophe came near. And if I didn't break my leg, I wouldn't have missed my bus and missed the first half of the screening. The unlucky stagehand mutters to herself as the credits roll. She recalls her experience and cannot help but feel sorrowful about it all. Even the images on the screen feel strange to her. The familiar faces and scenes have all been assembled in a way she cannot understand. Just like her topsy-turvy life. Then, she spots her name at the end of the credits. Stage department, Houghton. No matter how the hand of fate may change, it will eventually leave a line, a truth you believe in. It's over. Aren't you taking part in the post-screening roundtable? I'm not with them. Besides, the two of you are here. True enough. Yes, it was wonderful, be it the film itself or otherwise. Lucian. Is he dead for good this time? Or is he still alive somehow? I'd have to think about that. But all you need to know, Shalem, is that you won't have to worry about shadows from the past invading your dreams. Even when you're on Rhodes Island, ever again. And playwright, you may write your scripts as you wish, about any topic, in any style. The Crimson Troop is no more. You two are free. And you? You just said you'd have to think about his ending, which means you're stuck on that path, correct? Drama never dies. So is the one sitting beside me right now no longer Blood Diamond, but Tragodia? It sounds like you've paid a heavy price, Lucian. I wouldn't say so. If our previous attempts at escape or revenge were just scripts for us to follow, then now we can finally step into the future. I will travel again, sing and perform again, until I am certain that what I create manages to match my joy and pain. It could be a new troupe, or a new proposition, new adventures and new stories, or a more dazzling tomorrow, a more tragic truth. Hey, Shalem, we're all buddies here. Would you like to lend him a hand? Lucian, are you sure about this? Of course. Those who've lost themselves in their haste. The aesthetics who've closed off their senses and their selves. The lay people who trudge through both highs and lows, and the creatures who chew on their pain. This land has never lacked for actors. So I welcome you both to join the troupe. Goodness. All right. Oh. And scene. All right. Goodness. Congratulations on finishing your first ever readable live event. Thank you. I have so much uploading work to do now. But thank you. I'm really glad that I could finally do an event alongside with you guys. You have so many questions, and I have many answers. I would understand. Yes, I would assume that. Grendel, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? Hope everything's going well. All right. Hang on, what? Stream Nights was very fun. We got pretty far, honestly. We got pretty far with Stream Nights. This was a fun one, not too long, good pacing, fun characters. It's not long when you're not reading it. Overall thoughts on this event? It was, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I ended up respecting and liking Phantom a lot more because I randomly got him in recruitment and I didn't know anything about him. And I'm like, oh, okay, strange, spooky shadow guy. I don't really think this is, like, my sort of thing. And then you were like, oh, wow, perfect timing. And the more I learned about him and his story, the more and more respect I had for him. So I think it's very interesting that a lot of these operators events, they can really change your mind and turn your opinion on a character. It was written in the script. It was foretold that I would have to have him. He is really cool. I actually really like him a lot now. I actually really like him a lot. I didn't know anything about him, but yeah, there's a lot that seemed very serendipitous, I think. Knew nothing about him, was very charmed with him after the event. Yeah, absolutely. It expands the world of Terra and creates interesting characters instead of random NPCs. I really like that. I really like how you can have operators on your squad that you know nothing about, and then you have these side stories that sort of reveal everything about them. I really like that, and I know there's other side stories I haven't done that you probably are thinking of in your heads right now. But, whoa! Did not mean to do that. Oh, goodness. Oh, well. Hello. Anyway. Goodness. Are you going to do videos today? I think we can. I think we can. I think we'll do videos, and then we'll wrap up with a final operator record. How does that sound? Just what we needed for the end, Starsky. Oh. Alright. How are we gonna do this? I'm trying to think. Trying to think of timing. Okay. Best thing we can probably do now is, let's get this up. Alright. Good progress overall. You managed to defeat a boss without any help? Oh, I was told about Honeyberry, but... Alright. Let's see if we can do this properly. And yeah, there's probably going to be scuff. Oh well. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. We'll turn this part down here. We'll have this summoned here. See if this works. We'll start with the trailer and then go for the Tragodia EP. Let's see if this works. Okay? And on, it's not wanting to show up for some reason because nothing I do works. There we go. Alright. Let's fit that as best we can here. It's very hard to see what I'm doing. Okay. So, from what I understand, this is the opening trailer, which you guys have probably all seen. So this kind of gives us... I've never seen an opening trailer for any event, so this kind of shows us what we've already seen, and probably would have given things away if we had seen it first. But this is my first time seeing it, so I'm still curious about it. What? Wait, okay, I'm waiting. I am waiting. All right. Yes, Zangetsu. One thing. Okay, yes, one thing. All right. Yes. All right. Hello, Grendel. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're about to watch a little clip. I want your opinion after watching this, if you would have rather watched this before or after event completion. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if I can understand any point of it, if it gives any away. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Okay. Been looking around, the Lady Melanie is almost as glamorous as you. Grendel, I appreciate it, you're very sweet. Alright. Let's see how this goes. And hopefully it won't autoplay the next video. Okay. Hopefully the audio's okay too. Oh. I wasn't expecting it to be so cinematic compared to the Rankwood trailer. Oh. Symbolic imagery. Lenses the fire.
Let me just tag my name in the corner here real quick.
Okay. Hello, Miss Christine.
I've woken from a nightmare, yet I still am in the night. Would you journey with me even then, dear doctor?
Okay. Oh, shows right at the end. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting full ending CG. Okay, I like that they cut it off early. Oh, and then it shows the fashion. Fashion for the event. Okay. Interesting. I'm not even touching modules yet. And then it shows the furniture. Okay. Huh. Alright. Is it... Nope, it's not gonna jump. That's good. Okay. Huh. Alright. I actually didn't mind that. I feel like they do a really good job cutting it off right before you get the context. But I wasn't expecting the CGs they would show to be like the ones from the very end. That I wouldn't... I was expecting more CGs from the middle. But I think that they did a really good job cutting off the CG right when you would have seen the entire thing so that you still get the full dramatic effect when you are actually doing the stages yourself. I think they actually did a really good job. The fact that it like showed Lucian's face and then showed like the bottom of the staircase and then it cut it off right before it showed that cloud breaking whole staircase thing that we just witnessed. I think they did a really good job cutting that right beforehand. So without the context, you wouldn't really know. I think they do a really good job. It's like a movie trailer. It is like a movie trailer, but not all movies are good at doing trailers. Sometimes movie trailers just give away the entire movie. I think this actually did a really good job not giving away the majority of it. I think that for anyone who's played IS2, it probably made sense that the troop leader was going to sort of be in the way of it, and it also said, like, you know, Tragodia leading the entire opening part of the stages, like, cast and starring roles. I feel like, yeah, they did a good job. They're all made like this nowadays. It literally says it himself. Yeah, like when you open it, it says, producer. It made sense to people who, what, I don't know what I said. Remember the quote I sent to your story thread? Which one? When you started this event. I can't go that far back in my head, honestly. I haven't seen or read the event other than that trailer, so I have no idea what's going on there. Fair enough. AK trailers are hilariously well made for a mobile gacha game. It seems like it, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember every single aspect of everything. It's like this Italian style text. Oh, okay, okay. I don't remember if, off the top of my head. He sent you the text within the trailer to read beforehand. Oh! I see what you're saying. The text that appeared on the screen on the trailer you sent beforehand. I get what you mean now. I see what you're saying. Italian text. I know what he meant. I knew what he meant. But yeah, no, that actually, knowing the entire story now and then seeing the trailer, I think they did a very good job teasing it and not revealing too much. I feel like there's so many movie trailers nowadays where they kind of give away the entire thing. But honestly, that was not bad. That was very well done. Very interesting. Okay. Are you okay with doing these before future events? I think I would probably say yes in most cases, unless you think that there are any particular ones that are very obvious, where it's like giving away too much. If you believe that there are some that really throw things out the window, then I'm fine avoiding that. Case-by-case basis, yeah. Not main story ones. Yeah, probably not main story ones. Probably not main story ones. Alright. And next thing is Tragodia's theme. So I'm guessing this is like we saw Phantom's theme, and now we get to see Tragodia's theme. Okay. There are some that give you questions you don't even know how to question. Yeah. We'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Let's see if we can jump to the next one, if that's possible. Is this gonna work? It does, except it auto-reformats the size. Well, honestly, like, I don't know, which style do you guys want? We'll just make it the whole thing. Why not? We'll make it the whole thing. That works. Why not? We'll make these full screen. Alright. There we go. You'll be locking lyrics this way. Okay. Well, then I will do my best. There. Better? Better. Okay.
This costume fits. Bold colors, let's express it. We'll paint it red. Cut deep on new aesthetic, don't forget it. I am not a scripted actor, not your puppet, not my master. I can drive my new creations on the wings of ever afters. Inherent in the lack of breath, your fallacies have led to this. Don't let it get in my head. Pause and think instead. So I gotta take a minute in the thick of it and reflect upon the story and the final twist. While the knife creates a door, a sort of reclamation, I fear there is no joy in simple transformation, but a whisper in my ear from future selves becoming more myself than I have been when I was just a nothing. When an orphan reeks of talent yet is wrought in sadness, a solitaire, a masterpiece, a crimson shade of madness. So I stuck to my ideals and watched you all unravel, and the years taught me to question every lie you peddle. And I knew that if I wanted change, I had to meddle. Burnt it all right to the ground, and it helped me settle. I am free, what I choose to be. When I cut away the shadows holding back my dreams. And if I ever fail, I'll be an idol still. I will rise renewed, precision, artist's vision, plant the seeds, and what will grow while crimson afloat. This is my duty to create enigmatic fate. Every picture that I've ever painted has been a twisted joke, a way to comprehend my fate. And now you're standing lonely with no truth behind you. This is you, exactly how I thought I'd find you. Though your words and all your actions caused internal crisis. To go to ya, I came to understand where I sit. And when you fall, it's hard and wet and full of years of no regret. I question if it's really worth the pain your words beget. Your soul in debt despite a moment's satiation. The cold hell of manipulation. Does it take a shadow flickering with light to show me, or a flower bathed in white to dance to get me growing? Does it take a blade to cut through all the lies forgotten? The soul's a tricky thing at times, it can be rotten. Is it evil that I found you out and left you bleeding? A bitter taste from all the bile when I helped stop you breathing. Wandering Victoria with ghosts beside me, a sick parade of silence with my anger rising. Sorry if I left you stunned and waiting in the lobby. Sorry if I wrote new lines, all the old ones stale and corny. Sorry if the curtain opened up to shocking repertory. Intermission's over and we're wrapping up my story. I am free, what I choose to be. When I cut away the shadows holding back my dreams. And if I ever fail, I'll be an idol still. I will rise renewed, creator. Select precision, artist's vision, plant the seeds. And what will grow while crimson afloat. This is my duty to create enigmatic fate. This is not an outro, it's a new beginning. Not a win or lose, it's about committing. This is my ovation as you make your exit. No revelation, it's the prime directive. Stop thinking you're immune to a falling action. If you want a denouement, I can make it happen. Now I take the pen and ink for a brand new chapter. Now I write the epilogue, my forever after. I am making changes, and you know the shoe fits. This is now my story. I've created it. I've created it.
Huh. That was very different. I was not entirely expecting that. Alright then. I pictured his voice is usually much lower, right? His voice seemed a lot higher for singing, so I guess it was done by somebody else? Do you like theater music, Star? I do. That definitely seemed, I saw someone say more Hamilton. That was definitely pure Hamilton. And someone else? Yeah, it definitely feels like pure Hamilton. There was one line in the main chorus that reminded me of something else, and I can't put my finger on it, and it's kind of driving me crazy. It almost didn't sound like it really, like, his voice should be much lower, right? Also, like, okay, maybe it's just me. I feel like the Hamilton style didn't really make sense with the storyline. I don't know. I feel like I was expecting something that would be more like classic Broadway, like classic theater. But that's just me. That's just me. Makes sense once I tell you? Okay, hang on. I have to jump in here. Okay, that was the text from the trailer. Got it. Alright, makes sense once you have free time. Okay, noted, noted. Modern theater versus classic or opera. I personally, like, I guess I like classic. I guess that's the best way to say it. Because I do like theater music. But I guess I just prefer the more classic style. This whole thing now is breaking away from the classics of the Crimson Troop, so going for very modern style fits. I suppose so. I suppose so. Alright, with that being said, we are going to do a little bit here. I'll have this on a still so it's not super boring to look at. You have to do a little bit of jump around real quick. And then we will get back to reading Miss Christine's operator record, which I was not aware was a thing at first. So thank you again, Janu. Also, I can finally do this. Alright. Let's jump here. We're gonna jump a little bit quick here. Let's see if I can get a little bit of... Here we go. Let me jump here real quick. Out here. Switch this. Okay. Alright. Yep. That's good. Okay. Cat. Cat indeed. Alright. And then we will move this here, add this here, and go for Miss Christine's record. Alright, I'm not gonna do the fades, because apparently that is not set up correctly right now. Very, very pretty kitty you are. Alright. The legends speak of a black cat. Oh. Long, long ago, the legends of this land spoke of a black cat. They said only the chosen ones could see her, and that she would bring love and joy while also punishing the wicked. Though some would rather believe the black cat was inauspicious and a harbinger of misfortune. But the black cat only wandered to her whims, and once she was tired, she rested wherever she was. Today, an uproar awakens her from a nap. By the gods, it's a boy! The queen has given birth to a prince! Quick, inform the king! Everyone waiting outside must know of our healthy and adorable prince! Days pass. The servants decorate the palace with fresh flowers, and the celebrations for the newborn begin. The king and queen bask in the sun as they receive well wishes from their guests. The black cat leaves the windowsill where she was taking her afternoon nap and sees a pair of eyes immersed in complete bliss. Oh, such a cute little thing. So we meet again. This remains our little secret, yes? Another pair of eyes follows, with a sprinkle of worry mixed into the bliss. I can still see her. I pray my son will grow up healthy and happy, away from any harm. The king's sour worry draws the black cat's attention. She turns around to see a man holding a wine glass aloft. Cheers, cheers! A toast to bless our king and queen, as well as the newborn prince. May their lives be forever blessed. The black cat shakes both tails and prances into the baby's cradle. The king and queen do not stop her, and everyone else seems unable to perceive her, but the little prince who is bawling in his cradle begins to giggle. He reaches out his hand, trying to grab the cat's drooping tails. Ah, the legend, the tale of the black cat. So the prince can see that elegant and beautiful creature of legend, the one visible to only the chosen few. We pray she brings him love and joy. More than 10 years later. No, impossible! Father was a king as great as a god, so how could he have suddenly become a corpse lying in a cold coffin? Uncle! Mother fell into a coma from her overwhelming grief while I was studying abroad. Could you tell me what happened while I was away? How did Father become like this? My dear child, I am as shocked as you are. The physician said perhaps it was a wicked insect from the gardens that stole your father's life away with its vile poison. All I can offer you is some time alone with him, so you must say your last goodbyes. But do not grieve over much, dear child. Now I must inform those outside of the palace's affairs and leave at once. Yes, go, Uncle. Father, how did this happen? Who has the answer? What exactly is going on? My brother has just passed away, and our country ought to mourn, but we must also consider our present situation. Every one of us knows that the prince claims to see, and even to touch, a divinity that we cannot. This strange black cat. Legends speak of the cat as a bringer of love and joy, but has anyone witnessed this happening with their own eyes? Can we be sure this was not a tale fabricated by the king to hide the inauspiciousness of a certain individual? I speak only of facts, and I must wonder, could that ill-fortuned individual actually be a son who brought his own father a tragic death? Is that how it is? Could the prince actually be an ill omen? The king suddenly died, and the queen fell into a coma, while he remained safe and sound. He even frequently speaks of seeing a black cat. Ah, look, he comes! No, it's nothing like that. Those are lies. I did not send Father to his grave, and Mother merely fell into a coma out of grief. Believe me, everyone, I will uncover the truth. The black cat. You're here. What exactly have you brought upon us? Everyone, the country needs a sovereign. The prince is yet young, and the queen unconscious. So I implore all of you to support me as your new king! Oh, that's not suspicious at all. Have you no shame? To publicly declare my son an ill omen? You may have taken advantage of my coma, and my son's youth to crown yourself king, but still I spurn you. I hold nothing but contempt for you, usurper. I know well that the black cat is no ill omen, and the same goes for my son. There is no way he would slay his own father. Hush now, you act nothing like a queen. Your manner bellying only your madness and obsession. Your husband's demise has stripped you of your sanity. Yet still you hope to excuse your son from this. I sit on the throne now, and all my words are the truth. Disgraceful dreg of the land! To snatch the throne for your own not even a week after your brother's death! To accuse his wife! To slander his son! I must declare you as the one who murdered our king! What nonsense are you on about? What did you even see? When you ascended the throne, I opened up his tomb and coffin. I know why you hastened to put him in the ground. For his chest bore a wound only possible from a dagger strike. Dare you say you knew nothing about it? Do you think my death will put everything to rest? Mother! Mother! I can hear him, my child. He'll be here soon. Mother! Mother! You've no window to move my body away now. I must have him personally witness exactly what you've done. I'm here, my child, I'm here! You wretch! Mother! What happened? Why are you like this? Am I to blame for this? Because I can see the black cat? Because I truly am an ill omen? I killed father and now you, mother! No, not at all. The black cat shakes both tails and sits down in a corner. She tastes sorrow, mixed with pity and worry from mother to son. My child, I wish to tell you, you have done absolutely nothing to bring shame to your father's legacy. The black cat you see is by no means inauspicious as your uncle claims. Mother, why? How are you so sure? Because, my child, as I walked with your father into the matrimonial hall dressed in white from head to toe, as flowers and blessings fell upon us, I saw her. When I felt unwell and sought a physician, who told me you were already in my belly, I also saw her. In every moment of incomparable bliss, I could see her azure eyes, hear her comforting purrs. My child, you must believe me. She is a symbol of joy, a messenger of love, and she will punish the wicked. You can see her, so surely you are a union of love and joy. The queen's arm droops, no longer having the strength to hold her son's hand. The black cat jumps twice, landing on the palace windowsill. The queen feels as if her eyes are looking into the distance outside the palace. Ow! The prince watches everything unfold in shock. He wants to save his mother's life. He wants her to remain with him always. But his mother only says, "Run, child, far away from here. Your uncle may have killed me, but you are yet young. What can you do with no power to your name? Leave that thief on his ill-gotten throne. Stay far away from that murderer who you have no power to resist. Go now, quickly." Mother, no! No, mother! The queen's hand drops onto the floor, splashing into a pool of blood. The prince cradles his mother lying in her own blood. He looks at the cat on the windowsill, and she returns his gaze. Then he looks at his uncle, the throne thief, his mother's murderer, who has already regained his composure, his face bearing a smile. My child. I know not how it unfolded. I heard a noise and hurried over, only to see this. Poor unfortunate child. I do not mind your ominous reputation or the bad luck you bring upon others. I trust I can overcome and dispel your misfortune, and I pray you can become my son. This way will we become a perfect king and his heir. What say you? You! The black cat watches it all unfold from up high. How did things turn out like this? Only silence answers his question. He hears the wind blow. He hears fowl beasts flapping their wings outside, blowing away the night mist, allowing the moon to illuminate the room he hides within. Despair, grief, and enmity overwhelm the prince, and he finally succumbs to fatigue, falling asleep on the damp and freezing ground. Father... Father? Father! Is that really you? Is this a dream, or has your ghost finally appeared to me? I am a ghost wandering between realms, only under the cover of night, able to share the secrets known by none. Listen closely to what I am about to tell you, my child. Do not let tears occupy this precious pocket of time we have left. If anyone tells you it was an insect that took my life, his words are false, and you must remember this. He is the murderer who took my life. Sunlight, dawn. I sense a scent that belongs not to me. I must go now, my child. Do not forget my words. So that's what happened. I see how it is. But who else can I go to for proof? How else can I prove it? How I wish to carve all of this onto the stone beneath my feet, so that it might remember for eternity that it was my uncle who killed my father and mother, and blamed it all on me! Unnoticed by the prince, the black cat walks into the room, sitting on the towering windowsill. What should I do now? Naturally, the black cat does not respond to him, and simply sways her tails, silently waiting for him to speak again. My prince, His Majesty has asked me to bring you fine jewels and luxurious clothing, as well as an ample feast to sate your starving stomach. He asks us that you accept it all, then to consider his prior proposal. What should I do? Ministers and citizens both believe I am an ill omen. Father is dead, while Mother told me before she died to abscond far away, because I lack the power to seek vengeance. Could I play the fool, pretending I am ignorant as to my parents' murderer, and accept his invitation? Or should I draw my blade and kill him at any cost? What should I do? Who can answer me? Who? Perhaps... The prince extends his trembling hand towards the door lock. The black cat's head tilts with curiosity, her twin tails tapping against the windowsill. His Majesty also mentioned he will allow you to address him as Father. Father? The prince quickly withdraws his hand. Father, a word he regards as synonymous with God. He will absolutely not use it to address that man! The prince sneers, draws his blade, and with a single swing slices the door open, along with the finery carried by the messenger standing behind the door. The black cat stands, excited to see the sword-wielding prince. Her eyes light up, a rare sight, flashing a blue as deep as the night sky. No! No more mulling over this! No more will I ponder over whether you are truly a herald of love and joy, or misfortune and disaster made manifest. The answer I have been searching for has never lain with you, but in me! I will slay that ignominious man! The messenger long gone, all that remains scattered on the floor before the entrance is tattered finery concealing chains, linked to iron weights prepared by the new king in case the prince had refused. He planned to shackle both my limbs and life in iron? Then I shall use them to destroy his life in return. Immediately! The black cat leaps down from the windowsill, showing an unprecedented level of interest. The morning light casts her figure as a huge shadow on the ground, as if guiding the prince where to go. All the way to the palace. What's this about? Why is he rushed here with sword in hand? Where is he going? Someone stop him! Heavens, from where does he draw his strength? The prince does not say a word, only dashing ahead with his head tucked down. He runs out from his little hideout. Across the garden he frolicked in as a child, past the courtyard where his parents accompanied him during swordplay training, and through the hall where they met their demise. He runs until he reaches his usurper uncle. You've come, my child. Did you agree to my proposal? No, that's a sword in your hands. You... perish! The prince whips the iron chain originally meant to bind his own hands around the usurper's neck. He uses the iron weights meant to encumber his own feet to viciously pound the splendidly dressed murderer's chest. His fate was to be fixed with lies and malice by the one before him, so he uses the same method to rewrite the man's fate instead. He thrusts his sword deep into his enemy's body. Somebody! Quick! Anyone! Quick, protect the king! Protect the king! Say goodbye to your life! No one manages to loosen the tightly wrapped chains until the king's neck is snapped, his limbs and body smashed, and his rigid corpse slowly slips from the throne he was clinging to and crumples to the ground. The prince finally lets go of his blade and smiles with satisfaction. But he also notices the blood on his own body. The soldiers have pierced his limbs and torso with their weapons, sending blood spilling onto the floor. The prince chokes and looks up at the blue sky. He sees that black cat once more. He hears all sorts of voices. It's the black cat, isn't it? She enticed him, turned him into a madman. Not only did she kill his parents, she even killed his uncle who wished to take him under his wing. But didn't the prince say it was the current king who killed the former king and queen? He's avenging their deaths. Who's to say if that's true or false? Perhaps he suddenly went mad and conjured the entire story to appease his own mind, to excuse the misfortune he brought upon himself. Regardless, he's about to die. The former king and queen, and our current king too, they're all dead. Is there a point in wagging our tongues any further? Indeed, what's the point? The black cat slowly approaches the prince and sits down. The prince uses the last bit of his strength to look into those azure eyes. What do you think? What I've done, did it mean anything? The black cat still does not respond and only watches him silently. What I've done, did it mean anything? Lucian closes the screenplay. The mysterious and beautiful creature sits on a distant windowsill enjoying the sun. She does not move when she sees Lucian looking up from the script, but only glances at him with a trace of curiosity. Did it mean anything? Lucian droops his head in thought. He looks at the troop behind him, the wounds from the river's rocks scratching him yesterday, sending sharp spasms of pain. A failed escape. He sings a melody overflowing with suppressed zeal. A choice had already taken root in his heart, waiting only for the final day to come. The pain is so vivid he subconsciously smiles. The result is but an answer I'll find at the end of it all. The choice was made from the start, and no one can deny it meaning. The moment he finishes speaking, the mysterious and beautiful creature suddenly stands, wagging her twin tails in excitement, as if a long-awaited toy has arrived. Her eyes light up, a rare sight, flashing a blue as deep as the night sky. She hops onto Lucien's desk, and with a show of practically extraordinary closeness, nuzzles her head against his before slowly blinking her eyes at him. Willful lunacy mixed with restrained rancor, like messy but absolutely enticing catgrass, woven into a furry ball of yarn. She likes this answer a lot, and emotions like these. What sort of delicious emotions will this story and this person bring her this time? Very good kitty. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright. Interesting. And there we go. That is our final epilogue on this play. I will wait for you in the thread whenever you're ready. Oh dear. Oh, there's gonna be a lot to go through there. Alright. Well, I think that just about wraps things up, don't you? I think we have had our final performance for the evening. I hope that you all have enjoyed. I hope you've all enjoyed this play, this performance, this entourage. Alright. Our next stream is going to be probably Cheese Moon Monday. And Tuesday, I believe I have a list of probably records? I'll have to check again. I think I have some records to go through. I want to give you a heads up. I need to give you a heads up before you leave. Final note. This coming week will be very, very sparse in streams. I do apologize in advance. This is not something in my control. I am giving you the heads up in advance. So what I will say is that tomorrow I will be giving you guys the layout and rules and regulations for the meme review, for the meme contest. And so while I am slightly away, not streaming for that time being, you will have all the time to work on meme submissions as you please. I will also do my best to see if I can get some scheduled videos in as well, although probably not a crazy amount. I will see what I can do. Regardless, I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world and the many worlds beyond. Consider subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitch if you have not yet, and consider joining our Discord, where there is an Arknights channel, but please do not discuss anything past Act 1. I have not progressed further than Act 1, please do not discuss anything past Act 1. And with that, I bid you all adieu for the night. I wish you all the best, I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and thank you all again. And with that, our curtain closes on this story. Thank you, stargazers, and all the best.